Warning, this podcast gets crushingly political. It was recorded on the 25th of June, just 2 days after the UK-EU referendum. Emotions were high, and we all voted to remain, so talk is pretty one-sided. We hope we don't offend anyone listening, and I think we're clear that we don't think all leavers are racist or stupid. We just don't believe it's a good idea to leave the EU. At the end of this issue, we are well upset, mainly due to the whiskey, but also because of an outbreak of racist attacks that seemed to happen a few days after the referendum results by absolute morons who believed that their prejudice was then justified. All that being said, I've popped timestamps in the show notes if you would rather not listen to us be absolute moaning dickheads. Enjoy.
And today's top story, nostalgia beats out idealism in nationwide referendum. After Thursday's public referendum, the United Kingdom has voted to allow nostalgia, rather than idealism, inform the question over its continued membership of the EU. Despite warnings from geopolitical luminaries, captains of industry, and the majority of the scientific, artistic, business and economic communities, the British people shocked the world by opting to liberate their island union from the continental union in an attempt to recapture the social and diplomatic zeitgeist of the early 70s. In a statement on the move, leader of the nostalgia campaign, Bojel European name, had this to say: "Why build on what is or work towards what could be when we already know what worked for us in the world 40 years ago? It's just common sense." The vote for nostalgia was won, it was revealed Thursday morning, in a landslide of 3.8%. Despite this, the public reaction has ranged from manic cheer to blind shock to outright befuddlement. In a show of classic British eccentricity, these sentiments have naturally surfaced in voters from both camps. We took to the streets to interview the nation's famously inquisitive and well-informed electorate to get a better handle on the situation. Patrick Nielsen, a 68-year-old from Barnsley, who spent the entirety of the interview smiling wistfully at his own belly button, commented, This progress has all been well and good, but enough's enough, right? I mean, we've had some cracking holidays on the continent, and everything seemed alright until a few years ago, but we've had our fill, and it's time to put ourselves first and go back to the good old days of our youth. Oh, and don't get me started on them immigrants coming over here, getting themselves exploited at our cost. It's like, I've got mates who probably couldn't get work if they looked for it. My grandson and his friends, right? They've all got blue hair, metal in their faces, and some foreign stuff scribbled on their skin, if you can believe it. Good thing this happened while those who remember are still around to make the right decision for them, I say. Conversely, we found UCL engineering student Emily Briers, 20, looking nonplussed as she took comparative notes on a book of English history and today's edition of the Daily Mail. What's going to happen to all of my friends who moved over here? Can I work on any of the amazing engineering projects on the continent once I graduate? She asked. I don't get it. I've been brought up to enjoy our vibrant multiculturalism, to respect the beliefs and ways of others, and to share my way of life in return. And then this happens. Is it like in A-levels physics when we found out the atom doesn't actually look anything like the model they taught us since year 7? Is it one of those deals? Because a heads up would have been nice. Or have I just missed something and they've been training us up to emigrate to Canada all along? While it's not entirely clear which version of Britain past actually existed, let alone stands as the ideal, it's clear that the nostalgia camp has the country running blindly towards one of them, leaving the idealists to lick their wounds over a lost future of unity that was obviously never worth the effort. Coming up next, nostalgia voters who didn't realise voting nostalgia would lead to nostalgia, we explore the voters' remorse phenomenon. But first, your regularly scheduled comedy.
Noch and welcome to the Pot Topic Podcast, issue 37, and we're all very angry. So, sorry, anyone who voted leave, sorry. We are clearly all Remainers, and we always will be.
Yep, pretty much. We'll have to see how things go. Sorry, introductions.
Yeah, I'm your host, Tom, and I'm angry. And we have Diola.
Hello, I'm also your host today, and I'm also impeccably pissed off.
And we also have Taran.
I'm taking the whole thing with a real dark sense of humour. I woke up realising I shifted from lawful good to chaotic neutral overnight. Also, I'd like to apologise for the female voice in that bit. I'm not very good at them.
And speaking about a good female voice, Heather.
I'm fuming.
It's pronounced foaming.
Also, apologies for any audio quality issues this episode. We are struggling with torrential downpours on a wooden roof. So I'm going to sound really muddy. Taz is going to sound fine. Diola's going to be booming as fuck because we can't turn the compression on.
But, hopefully everything will work out fine.
Let's use that true British grit that the Leave campaigners hope we have.
And just complete this show.
So, let's drink some whiskey and carry this.
Absolutely. Sorry, I phased out for a second there. Have you told him what we do
No,
here?
not yet. I was going to do that while you poured out the whiskey.
Okay, fair enough.
So, yes, on this podcast, we have 2 pots filled with topics from our community and from our hosts. We read them out at random and chat for about 2 hours. Diola, what whiskey we got?
This one is Glen Grant single malt Scotch whiskey. Scotch, am I right in saying that's Scotland? Scotland? Oh, they're leaving. Got to pay more of that. The Major's Reserve. It's whiskey.
Yep,
wicked. And it's about to get a lot more expensive.
Good work, guys.
everything.
Good work.
Apart from
Just pour it into the teapot, mate.
Oh, it's been a while. That's fucking fantastic.
Oh, have you not seen the teapot?
Not seen our fetish teapot.
Where'd you get it from? Europe? No, I can't get them anymore.
I traded it before we got absolutely fucked over. Thank you.
Well, I mean, let's just sort of tuck into it, yeah? I mean, we usually start off with what we've been up to this week. What we've been up to this week largely pales in comparison to what happened Thursday/Friday.
Well, let's point it out to the listeners. So the issue that went up, well, it's going to go up tomorrow in our real world time, was recorded the day before the Brexit vote, or shall I say the EU referendum, and we're now recording 2 days after.
Yes, there's been a week between the episodes, and it's
been 2 weeks between the episodes.
Well, no, since we recorded.
Oh,
but yeah.
Since we recorded, it's less than that. It's just a few days.
Well, true.
So yeah, ready to get angry again. Those people have forgotten.
No, I'm not going to get angry at all.
No, not you, the listeners who had 2 weeks to lick their wounds and now come back to it and oh fuck.
Lick their wounds. Wouldn't that be good with salt? Salt from Spain.
Yeah, so we woke up and voted to leave the EU, apparently.
The first thing I did was go straight on Twitter and go, so we voted to leave. Brilliant. Let the comedy begin.
Yeah, absolutely. Mate, when I woke up, I sort of turned off my alarm and sort of go, just keep myself awake, go to Facebook. First thing I see is a post from our host, Chris, who joins us occasionally. He was just ranting and raving about how disappointed he was. So I kind of looked at that and went, uh-oh. So let's go have a look at Google referendum results. I see the 3.8% margin. Now, I honestly expected to be fuming at the discovery that the Leave had taken it. But the first thing that came to my mind was trolololololololololol, trololololol, trololololololololol, trololololol. At that point, I realised, well, fuck it. I think my actual third thought was, it could well be about to rain chaos. And I love dancing in the rain.
Yeah.
It's time to sit back and just have some fun, because I don't know what else we've got at this point. And I did. I have had a lot of fun so far, because the aftermath has been ridiculous.
The aftermath has been a lot of awkward conversations, and I've seen a lot in my pub of, obviously, being in the hospitality industries in this country, especially in the south. We have a lot of European immigrant workers. Mm-hmm. And seeing middle-class, slightly aged people going up to them and before even saying hello, saying, I voted Remain. Because they want to be not classified as being xenophobic or anything whilst being served by someone coming from a different nation.
Yeah. But it's got to be said, these calls on Facebook keep popping up every now and then to the effect of, all right, it's happened, let's not cry over spilt milk. And on this actual occasion...
I understand that.
Yeah, but that makes perfect sense when it's just milk you spilt. What?
It's when that, 48-ish% people didn't vote for that.
No, exactly. The thing that really got me, the thing that I'm still trying to unpack is why it's happened. Yeah, that's what I'm going to keep harping on about.
I'm going to blame Cameron.
Oh, it's entirely Cameron's fault. It is entirely Cameron's fault.
Anyone who said, I will... well, first of all, really, really hated as a Prime Minister.
Yep.
Fucking dude stuck his dick in a pig's mouth. Like, he's an idiot.
Yep. As I called him today, a necro-porking shitweasel.
Yeah, so that necro-porking shitweasel decided to say, I will leave Parliament if we leave Europe.
Well,
which gave more incentive for people to vote against remaining in the EU.
I mean, it's more complicated than that. The reason he started...
I'm blaming him.
Yeah. Oh, no, absolutely. The blame entirely... the blame entirely rests with him.
No logic.
The reason he did it, he said to his party, and because Tories were hemorrhaging MPs to UKIP, and in an attempt to quell his party, he said, do you know what? I'll give you a public referendum if you just stay and toe the line. So, and, it's this whole bullshit. The fact that I believe the Japan's market closed early yesterday, 8 points down, and the EU market was in chaos. And then you've got far-right movements in European countries now motioning towards their own referendums. That's all come from one prick's irresponsible party political power play that completely fucking failed.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's
on part of the economic side of the things lost in those for the first few hours were
pensions
of what were they worth, about 120 billion pounds, which is what? Sorry, isn't that 100 years worth of EU payments? Also, to get that money back, it would take realistically over 100 years. More like 500. Well done, everyone. Fucking idiots.
Waking up and seeing the news, I think my first concern was, well, my partner, love of my life, is an EU citizen over here studying.
Yeah.
Fucking wonderful.
She was saying just today she doesn't know what's going to happen.
It's the least romantic discussion of your life when you go, well, we could get married.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
Forced to marry by your government.
Yeah.
That's romance for you.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
A guy at work who's engaged to someone from Ireland is thinking of doing exactly the same thing. She's going to be moving over here in a couple of weeks or months. So he's just like, I'm going to have to marry her quickly.
Yeah.
And then he can then try and get an Irish passport, and then they can have both an English passport and an Irish passport, and then they're still in the EU, and they're all fine.
They can actually move between countries without paying a fucking tax on it.
That's the point. I need to see if I'm eligible for an Irish passport.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, you're fucked, honey.
I know, but that's what I was thinking with like Darren and stuff. If he could get an Irish passport.
Oh yeah, Darren's fine. Absolutely, he was born over there. No problems whatsoever.
So
for
he'll
him.
be sorted.
No, fuck it all. We'll all move to Canada, smoke lots of pot.
Yeah. So I've got this theory that this is actually the British public.
Fuck me, that rain,
mate.
Sorry, sorry, listeners.
Just let it roll. Like we can still hear us, but you can hear the rain in the background. Just deal with it, guys. I've got this theory that the whole vote is actually the British public trolling itself so fucking hard, so that we've actually got something proper, something real to complain about for the next couple of decades. Because did you see any of the sort of orbital stories that came around, like the main aftermath? I could almost see the headline. So Google statistics report that British leapers seek to undo blindfold once they find their feet in something sticky. This is just all people who've just the second the leap vote went. There was an upswing in Google searches for what the EU actually is.
Yeah.
Which doesn't fucking surprise me at all.
No, that you know what, that's the shocking thing, and that's why I'm fucking sad. Because all these people go, oh, I didn't think it would actually happen. Well, you did vote, right? Yeah. What, so you expected nothing to come of it?
I laughed so hard. I laughed so hard.
Yeah, if you were undecided, you should have voted Remain, but I've heard a lot of the general public today talking about, oh no, I didn't go to the vote because I didn't know what was going on. It's like, how the fuck can you not pay attention to this shit? It's important for your future and everyone else around you.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed.
Even though my phone broke,
I'm not. Oh no, I'm angry and disappointed.
Oh, if that was your mum, you'd be scared, listeners.
I think my other prevailing response has been just abject frustration.
Yeah.
Because one of the big things, and this is one of the things I'm trying to unpack, is just the sheer breadth of misinformation.
Yeah.
There were lies all over the place. This figure of, 350 million a week goes to the EU, which doesn't take into account the fact that we get like 190 odd million of it back instant in refund or rebate. Mm-hmm. And then there's all the subsidies that come from the EU, and then there's all the funding that the EU provides for this project or that. None of that mentioned.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All it is just 350 million. Ooh, we could spend that on the NHS. The second it comes out, mere hours after that comes out, Farage goes, that was a bit of a mistake. I don't think we could really do that.
I will say, and he did actually say in that interview on This Morning that he was ostracised from the Leave movement. It didn't stop him acting in favour of the Leave movement, though.
True. But then you've also got Boris Johnson, who's been photoed with that behind him.
Yeah.
That fucking bus with...
that fucking bus.
That fucking bus. What do you have written on it exactly? I can't remember the exact wording.
We pay £350 million a week to the EU. Let's pay that directly we will pay that directly into the NHS.
And then hours later on This Morning says, oh, no, it's not as simple as that. Yeah. We can't just give the money to the NHS.
No.
I never said that.
Yeah.
It's like, fucking...
Nige, it was on the bus, mate. No, fam. No.
It won't be, mate.
What can you expect from He was sitting on the Board of Agriculture in the EU. Didn't actually attend one single...
No.
Yeah.
This is one argument that came up from someone that, regarding fishing. And I understand that a lot of people are worried about the small business. One, small businesses still work.
Yeah.
I don't understand why everyone thinks they're failing. If you go to where I live, the high street that I live on is all small business bar one shop. Where my mum lives is all small business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all small businesses. Where aren't they working? But anyway, in terms of fisheries, the whole, all our fishermen, they're paying too much. They're being restricted on what they can fish and but the reason they're being restricted is because we're killing all the fish.
Yeah.
Well, we're raping the world's resources, yeah.
And this is what a lot of people don't get. Oh, no, but we need to fish more. No, you don't. The whole point of it is the reason there are restrictions is because we fished them to the point where they're half the amount, where the amount needs to not grow, but stay the same. And we are depleting every single kind of fish that we are fishing for.
And that's not an environmental argument. That's an economical argument. That's not having future fishery.
Yeah.
Oh, but fuck immigrants. Fuck you.
And then, of course, we come into, we're still feeling the aftershock here from the whole thing, and we're having racist comments thrown around on streets and...
Yeah.
And being brown, that worries me. Worries my mum. Like I was saying to you earlier.
Yeah, go on.
She and my dad were some of the first generation of mixed race couples in this country. They've already been through this shit and it got better. It's got to the point where it's fine. And what's just happened? It's gone fucking back.
Which doesn't make any sense because we left white people.
Yeah.
I know.
We left white people.
Yeah. Oh, go back to your own country. I can't wait for someone to tell that to me. Oh, what? Do you mean like England?
Chisel us, mate.
Go back to where you were born. Oh, sorry. Sid Cup. Fucking twat.
I hope it doesn't get to that. I mean,
it already has, mate. There's already been reports that everyone's being screamed at.
Let's not say everyone. There's been reported cases. We can't say it's everywhere.
Of two of our friends have already reported stuff being said to their friends in the streets already.
We've had friends who have texted us going like, "Fucking hell, this is going on."
Already.
Guys.
And we live in London.
Yeah.
Like, this is multicultural centre of the world, as far as I understand it.
I want to know what the fuck is up with Barnsley? What the fuck is actually going on at Barnsley? That not only do they vote predominantly Leave, but they're kind of one of the. Is it Barnsley that's one of the main strongholds of the English Defence League and Britain First? Am I right in saying that?
It sounds about
right. They're super hard right over there. I want to know fucking why. What's happening over there?
I was extremely proud of my constituency that I voted in Bexley because they voted Leave. Majority Leave, vast majority Leave. I'm so proud that they lived up to my point of view of what my hometown's like. Bunch of racist cunts. I hate my hometown, so that's why I live in London now.
Right, well, okay.
Okay, well, that's 10 minutes of abuse that I hope we haven't completely ostracized a lot of our listeners. I know we probably have.
No, because I don't think any of the listeners would listen. Because they're too small-minded.
No, don't.
Okay,
sorry to everyone. All right, everyone has their point of view. We're just very angry and hurt at the moment.
That's the other thing. That's the one last thing I want to talk about is I'm still waiting for the killer leave argument. Because everything in the Remain, you can point to facts, multi-sourced facts, verifiable facts, saying, no, actually immigration isn't a problem. No, we won't stop immigration because we have immigration targets because that helps the economy. No, the money won't go to the NHS and it won't be that much anyway because here's where it will go otherwise. I haven't heard, the closest I heard was TTIP, the TTIP agreement that's going on between America and Europe. However, as an argument, it starts to lose some traction when you bear in mind that it's a massive economic trade agreement, and these things take fucking years to hammer out. Switzerland is still hammering out their economic deal, their trade deal with the EU 40 years later. So TTIP is going to be going on for a while. And of course, the way trade deals work is the initial proposal is fucked. Because the idea is to start outrageous and then hope you can slip some of the things that otherwise seem outrageous in under the radar against like the more outrageous shit that obviously is going to get dropped. And that's just going to be hammered out for ages. So not at significant risk of that anytime soon. And if it was going that way, at that point, maybe we could have left. So that argument kind of falls completely by the fucking wayside.
Yeah.
Again, the immigrant argument is like, oh, they're coming over here taking our jobs. The immigrants that seem to be doing the damage are the ones that are being paid sub-minimum wage. So, who the fuck are you to point at an immigrant and go, like, oi, don't get exploited over here. You're taking money from us. It's like, fucking no, it's not them. It's the exploiters.
And that's a fucking edge case. That is a massive fucking edge case. The fact there's more people coming over here, skilled labour and everything like that, means more jobs for more people, means more money into our economy.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right. We got to stop
this. I just want to hear the killer argument.
We all agree.
The only argument I've encountered that's held any water whatsoever is this one chap who I was on a friend's Facebook response message bits, and this dude just came up and said, "Well, I'm a lawful anarchist, and one governing body is bad enough, so there were two." Of course, I voted out.
I can kind of respect
at that point.
As much as anarchy would never work, I can kind of respect the viewpoint.
Yeah, but no, I mean, if that's where you base your beliefs, then okay, fine. You know, there's reason for that, and there's reasoning behind anarchy as well, especially lawful anarchy. But every other thing I've heard, it just seems to be, well, you know, it was better back then, wasn't it? And it's like, what was it? Fucking how? Why? Tell me.
Yeah. Oh, do you remember when the EU was set up to avoid war? Oh yeah. No, that was good.
Oh, we you know, this isn't what we signed up for. As Tom put it, a fucking open market. I do believe that's what you got. And to boot, you're one of the primary lead. Oh, you're one of the big three. Were one of the big three in the union.
The rules for everyone else.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And this comes to the sovereignty argument.
Oh, sorry.
You know, trying to get want to take the control back. Oh, well, guess what, guys? In all the shit we did in European Parliament. We were on the losing side of legislation or whatever, about 2% at the time. We had the fucking power. Yeah. And now we're outside it, looking and going, what about us, guys? Please, if somebody has the killer argument, the killer leave argument, send it to us.
So we can look stupid.
Please. You going
to say something, Pud?
I was going to say what Dioda said earlier of that everyone's saying, oh yeah, we need to get our country back and be in charge. Well, we're like the only people that were like, nah, we're not having the euro. Like, we're going to keep our pound. If we were so not in charge of anything that happened.
Oh yeah, we got to say what we wanted.
Yeah, I don't understand where this weird, misguided pride has come from of, oh, we've got our country back. From what? Tell me who the oppressors were, because I'm pretty sure for the last few centuries, that was us.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If Germany hadn't been so good as to provide us both the Kaiser and the Führer, we'd be remembered as history's greatest monsters, because we fucked it all, mate.
Yeah.
We really did. And what was...
What was ruled by those unelected bureaucrats?
We murdered all the brown-skinned people, and then we asked them to come over here to repair our country.
Yeah, exactly.
Just one quick other thing that this has got to be the last argument. We've got to move on. British people, please note if you voted leave based on the fact that Europe is not a democratic rule body.
This was going to be my last one, yeah.
Okay. You might be able to do this better than me, but I'll try my best. The argument is that because, what is it? The
EU Commission
is not an elected position. It's an appointed position,
yeah.
Which means our countries tell an MP to go over there and do that thing. They get to put up bills that then get voted on by EU governments.
They're basically the suggestion force.
So what you've just done is made Cameron leave, who was actually elected, all right, bit shaky ground there, but then you fucking let Boris Johnson become an unelected prime minister.
Well, we'll see. I mean, there's rumblings around Theresa May because, here's the thing.
Anything's better than Boris.
It fucking galls me to say this, but I think in the coming months, it might come to pass that we realise that, David Cameron was actually, what he was a butt plug. Because once the butt plug pulls out, guess what follows?
A tidal wave of shit.
And here's the other thing about it's undemocratic argument. It's like, it's undemocratic, is it? Is it very undemocratic? Man who's standing in the country with a fucking royal family in the House of Lords.
All right, well,
fucking dickhead.
Without getting into that,
fucking
without getting into that argument, yeah.
Cool. What else have we been up to?
I had a summer garden party at my pub today.
Woo!
Yeah, torrential downpours.
Yay!
The sponsored alcohol company, Aperol, didn't say the name, didn't turn up until 5 o'clock. They were supposed to be there at 3. There was also leaks through the roof. Oh, the discount code that was set up on our tills to give Aperol spritzers for 2 for 1 didn't work. Yeah, I've had a great day today. On top of being very angry, I walked out at 3 because I couldn't take it anymore. I wanted to come and drink whiskey with my friends, which that bottle's now empty. I'm getting scared. What?
No, I've just put it into the
can.
Can I just say, actually, this I've never had it before. Glen Grant
is not bad.
This is fucking good. This is the Majors rather than the Majors Reserve, and it's true. It is seductively smooth, fruity, and rich.
Well, good. Tastes like whiskey.
So my week has been making costumes for Madame Tussauds A Game's Afoot immersive theatre production.
Don't like it sounds French.
That will be on.
Sorry, Heather, I'm going to have to ask you to take your work back home to its own country.
No, it's all about Sherlock Holmes, well in English.
No, sorry, no.
Very cool.
And yes,
We've got to stop that.
Well, no, I will point out that Sherlock Holmes was English in the Victorian times, and in the Victorian times we were all over the planet, and that's how the foreigners got in. So vote exit on Sherlock. Thank you. Carry on, baby.
So we're making costumes for this immersive theatre show. It is £66 a ticket to go and see it.
Wow.
What?
I love you. I don't love you that much.
No, I don't think anybody's ever going to see any of my costumes I've made.
Very cool.
And my boss was on holiday the week before, which meant that I was in charge.
That Tom gets shouted at when you get home from work.
And yay.
Oh, cool. I've got it. I've got the thing that I've done this week.
What have you done?
The one other thing.
Apart
from breaking my phone, I started reading the new Charles Stross book, the new book from the Laundry series.
I haven't even finished the third one yet.
Oh, and I'm on to is it 6th or is it 7th? I don't know.
7?
But it's fantastic. One word, superheroes, all fantastic. I will say this. It does, more so than the other ones, it does lean a little harder into the bureaucracy side of things.
And it's led by Mo?
It is led by Mo, the usual protagonist's wife.
Yeah,
who is
Scottish redhead
badass.
She's so cool.
Dominique O'Brien. What a name. But that's been fantastic. At work, I've basically become a non-person. Rather than joining in with multiplayer Mario Karts, or getting on with Diddy Kong Racing, or even, talking to people, I've just been sat in my chair anytime I've not been actually doing anything. Just pound, read. And it's been lovely. Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, they're making silly hair moustaches at each other across the table here, Pudding and Diola.
Sorry. I'm trying to think what I didn't really have much of a productive. Well, I had a productive week at work, but work was work. It was very worky. Got to do a few cool things.
Did you do some work?
I did some work.
Whoa, makes change.
Spent a lot of time throwing a little, kind of like a hacky sack wall around the office.
Sounds like
Maybe
work.
any more
That was
Lego?
a lot of fun. No, actually, not any more Lego, but we do. We do have a lot of like really strong, like it's like blue tack, but like industrial blue tack. So it's really, really tacky, made of a different kind of material, whatever.
Depleted uranium blue tack.
Lot. Don't do that. A lot of things have been stuck to the wall, and someone I work with has agreed to be stuck to the wall. Not necessarily with the putty, but with tape. That's going to be fun.
Oh, excellent. Bix, or it didn't happen.
All right.
Wicked. Cool.
Live Periscope, or it didn't happen.
Shall we, shall we get on with it?
Everyone done their bit?
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you for sticking with us, listeners. We know it's been half an hour of intro. Very sorry. Sorry.
Don't be sorry.
No, I'm sorry for the people we've probably ostracised with our fucking political views.
No,
ostracised?
what?
Not
Fuck
at all.
off.
That's why they're views.
This is the one time I'll say this. I won't say this in my public life.
Dude, I hasten to point out that in the formulation of this podcast, we kind of agreed that as a group, we don't have one common interest that we can reliably make a show on. So we decided to do something on everything, which meant we had to make it personality led. Political views come into that. It's been a big week.
That's where we fucked up. We should really get some personality sometime.
Overrated.
I mean,
Drink.
we do try.
So let's have one from the hot pot.
Go on, D.
Hot this one.
That's the hot pot.
God,
Yep.
I haven't been here in too long. I'm excited.
Listeners, also, if you'd like to send in an audio topic, can you send it to emails@bottopicpodcast.com? We didn't have any this week, but that's probably because it's only been a few days since we recorded the last one, and we haven't put up the last one yet.
Yes.
Time warp.
Send up. Oh, D. There's some interesting developments.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You haven't heard this yet.
Tom, was it Dom, Captain Sickbeard suggested sending in MP3s and we could have audio questions to play on the show.
And it was on a community special, so we had to make it happen.
Yep.
That's the rules.
The first person to send in an MP3 was our...
Oh, no, it was Richard.
Rikard?
No, it's Richard.
He sent in his audio
Seriously.
recording saying, "Hi, Richard here."
It's Richard.
Our super top uber smash European #1 OG fan.
Richard.
We've been saying his name wrong all this time.
Dude, I am so sorry. Oh, man.
It's a good thing we left. That's what I'm saying. We're obviously just racist anyway.
Anyway, carry on with the question. Just thought we'd interest you.
There you go, blindsided, read.
Oh, fuck.
And this one's from
This one
Rikard.
is from... Yeah. This one's from Beth. The most important thing about this topic is that on the piece of paper there's a skull on it.
That's best note
Oh,
paper.
nice.
Yeah.
Finished.
Skull.
5-year plans. Are they worth it or nonsense? Beth. Kiss, 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 kiss. Fuck off. Exclamation mark.
I've never... I don't know, because I've never really been one for planning.
Right, so these 5-year plans, is this the kind of thing, in 5 years I will
Yeah.
Yeah, I would assume so.
No, it's not that. What it is having a plan of how you're going to get to your goal in 5 years. So having 5 years planned out of what you need to do in order to achieve your goals.
be? Right. I think I'm too fluid.
It's all about the motion of the ocean, isn't it, Dave?
The last time I ever did one of those was at university when we had to do it on our last year. We had to do a 1-year plan, a 5-year plan, and a 10-year plan. And every now and then I do read it and get entertained about how I totally haven't done any of that. Yay!
But I think... I guess it could work if you're that rigid as a person, but I think things change too quickly. Like a lot of things I think, oh no, that will be a definite thing, and then I'll move it over here because I'm too busy doing this or that.
I get
I don't think I want to have a plan that will dictate to me that I've decided of what I will be doing.
I think that's where personal interpretation of what a 5-year plan should be to you. I always saw it as... So I kind of live my life by a kind of rough plan of where I want my career to be.
Yeah.
And by pure fucking fluke, I've managed to achieve it so far. But personally, in my personal life, that's completely whatever I fucking feel like at that moment. I've never had a plan for that. I've never been that person to go, I need to be married by 30. I need to have kids by the time I'm 35. I need to... Fuck off. No. I'll just do it when it feels right.
Yeah, I've certainly never tried to sort of plan out my personal life at all.
But business-wise, it's kind of helped me, I must admit.
I mean,
I can understand it more. I can understand it way more. I mean, it does make sense, but yeah, I do agree.
I think in my career, it's just made me more driven to push results and push those things through, because I think, well, if I get it done now, not that I can slack off, but it'll be a lot less effort.
Yeah, I mean, I've managed to, again through the help of a wicked boss and friend, people that I've worked with before, I have managed to kind of go, right, exactly that. I'll prove myself now. I will fucking push for this. I won't just sit here and kind of coast along. If I increase myself, I will open myself up to more things. But I've never had a time frame on it.
Should I just say, personally for me, it was I will be in charge of a business, not my own, but managing a business by the time I was 30, and I fluked it, I must admit. I feel like I fluked it. Actually, you know what? It's that kind of... How can I explain this? One of those things of being human is feeling like you've got somewhere and you've achieved something, but you don't feel like you belong there yet. Like
Absolutely.
You're cheating the system.
Absolutely.
Somehow.
Exactly what you mean.
Imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Or the imposter complex.
I think every single human being on this planet probably has that.
Yeah.
So I feel like I fluked it, but it's actually, in reality, it's my hard work that got me to where I want to be.
100%.
Yeah. And I've had that exact same worry in where I am now. And I've spoken to people about it and gone, I don't know if I can do all of this bit. And to the point of being reassured is like, no, you've made it better and you've made it work, and you're helping and you're in charge of that bit. Oh,
I suppose, I felt a little bit of that when I was working with flying by 40.
Yeah.
Because it was such a hard right turn from everything I'm doing, was doing before. But now, in the position I'm in at the moment, not even remotely. It's a real nice sweet spot, and I could probably go a step or two up and not really worry too much about it. Well, no, maybe a step up. I couldn't go straight up to managing a stage because I'm fucking bullshit at paperwork, guys. I'm terrible. I filled out a form the other day.
I think
allegedly.
Maybe that's got something to do with the imposter syndrome of, like, if you're actually progressing and people above you see in you what you don't quite see, they have pushed you forward and made you take that extra step before you're ready. Maybe if you're ready, you should be pushing that next step.
Yeah.
We're getting well off the topic,
So I did have a 5-year plan once. I
started at 0.
I got all my materials together, and I wrote up the strike order. The real issue and the thing that really stopped me, the execution actually would have only... the planning was sort of 3.5 years. The execution would have taken about 1.5 years to sort of spread it out properly. And the thing that really, really stopped me in my tracks is I found it difficult to procure the incriminating semen samples. But other than that, I was ready to go. Oh, I didn't let them out. Sorry guys, I'll be right back.
Only work quick.
I don't know. Like 5-year plans seem to work. Sorry. They seem to work for some people, but I've always been just a fucking massive. If I'm going to compare myself to any sort of animal. A Portuguese man of war, because
because you're a cunt.
I'm a cunt.
I'm a poisonous cunt.
But he does have long days.
Excuse me.
Sorry, venomous cunt. Boshly. I feel like Pudding, you are definitely a planner.
So I totally used to always do the whole 5-year plans and all of that, and I used to kind of, do that a lot. And especially like I was just saying, like at university, we had to do that to graduate. Mm-hmm. And you had to do it at the end of GCSE, and you had to do it at the end of A-level. I found the one from the end of GCSE the other day when I was applying for something, and it was...
Find a hairy hippie.
It was so hilarious reading it. And also, oh my God, my spelling and reading and writing has improved so much since then.
Really?
I think I sent you the picture of it, did I?
Dude.
It was hilarious.
Oh,
It was my
I vaguely
GCSE
remember, yeah.
5-year plan thing then.
Oh,
It was
yes.
so funny.
Yeah.
It was so badly written. But yeah, I think since I've started working at Wendy's, really, that I have totally scrapped any kind of 5-year plan things.
So I the way I plan is I go for roughs sort of thing. For instance, the plan was be out of theatre this year. Fuck if that's going to happen.
Yes, because you took a salary job in theatre, didn't you?
I did, absolutely. And do you know what? Now I'm fucking glad I did now.
Do you know what?
Because
If
do
I
you know
make-
what it means? Do you know what it means? Now that we're leaving the EU, now that we're leaving the European Union, I've got a full-time job at an institution with Royal in the name.
Fluked that one, didn't you?
Fucking right I did.
See, that's the same with all of us friends, though. Like, our entire friend group, we listen to what Taran says, and then we do the complete opposite, and then we'll be all right. Kidding.
But my planning goes as far as it would be nice to be able to have a kid around 35-ish, maybe.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so give or take,
I
something
think-
like that.
Rolling the downs dice.
I'm not.
No.
Shit,
Oh, no,
right.
that's why you married young. That's wrong.
Essentially.
I'm cutting that out.
My child bride. Nice, robust, healthy offspring.
It's all right. When me and Kimmy have our army, you're all in for a surprise.
Here come the Blasians, the lovely Blasians. Oh God,
this
they
is me
are
and
all so
Kimmy.
pretty. The lovely Blasians.
Our fucking national theme tune is going to be doom metal. Empress rising. Oh my God, can you imagine mine and Kimmy's outfits? Heather, I've got a job for you in my new kingdom. And let me tell you, we're going to be in the EU.
So, we all ready for the next one?
Absolutely.
This comes from Super Top Uber Smash, over 9,000 mega OG European super fan,
Richard.
Ricky Rich. Richie Rick? Yeah, I'm going to go with Richie Rick.
Dr. R. We talked about this.
Druh.
Don't tell me you forgot about Dra. Sorry.
Okay,
Richard.
so world's slowest form of communication. How you doing, Captain Sickbeard? Doing anything special this weekend?
Dom, write a response. I'll put it in the pot.
He'll get it sometime.
That's fucking...
Maybe.
That's brilliant. Dude, you're fucking awesome.
Oh God.
Oh,
Brilliant.
nailed it. Thank you very much. Do you know what? I'm just going to...
If it had
Yeah,
come
no,
out,
pull out another one. That's fine. That's cool.
if that one had come out in like 2 weeks' time, then we could have given an answer.
Yeah, because he would have
'Cause
been here, perhaps.
Or even if he wasn't here though, because in 2 weeks' time we're going to a wedding with Sickbeard. So we could have been
yeah.
like, oh, he's going to his sister's wedding this weekend.
Although, yeah, the community special is coming up.
Ah.
I should see if I can get the long one on.
Big Al.
Big Al.
Yeah, let's have him on.
Also, I will put it out there. Please go and support Big Al.
Oh, yeah,
He's
yeah,
raising money
absolutely, yeah.
for anorexia research. Anorexia.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Could you imagine if your nan got anorexia?
Can someone else take host chair for a second, Taran? Please.
Please support Anorexia UK. Where are they? I'll turn around. Oh, there you are. Anorexia is real, people. Don't poke fun.
They might break.
Alzheimer's Research UK. I'm so sorry. Please go and support Big Al, who is skateboarding the entire of the South Coast for 20 miles, bitches.
Did we put the thing up on the...
It's been in the show notes for the last 2 weeks. It'll be in this one as
Wicked.
well. So it's the southernpush.co.uk.
I know he said already, but he's massively thankful and he's doing an awesome thing.
Yes, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely. So here we go with another one. Just, Aussie Dan, public transport disasters. Quick question, does Challenger 5 count?
Does what? Sorry.
Ouch.
Oh, it's publicly funded, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that was a big one. What else have we got?
I've got a good one.
Was there a Paddington crash or something? I don't know.
Public transport disasters.
Personal one, I've got one.
Yeah, well, is it big disaster or kind of disaster in the terms of
Anything
someone
like-
shat themselves on the train?
Yeah, whatever.
I'm
Yeah.
going to go with a personal one. So I had a lot of ball ache. I had 3 of my friends from Canada who I'd met one of them online when I was in early university. Met him online through my sister, chatted with him, chatted with all his mates, became good internet friends, basically, with these people I've never fucking met. They came over to London a couple of years ago, actually more like a few years ago now, and they took them out into London. This is...
Oh, cool.
So yeah, they came over to London. I showed them like Camden and stuff because they're big metalheads. Like, took them around the sites a little bit, wherever I'd like to go, basically pubs. And then they were going to come out to a club. We'll go to a club, get fucked up, and then go back to mine and sleep it off. And they were going to jump on a bus to a music festival. So did that. However, they didn't realise.
Sounds legit.
They didn't realise, like, London's a big place. Like, they come from Ontario. The city's there, pretty big. It's not London. We're getting on a night bus, and every 10 minutes that's going past is it's like, how far away do you actually fucking live from London? We got to get back to London. And don't worry, it's fine. Just get on a bus. How long is this bus journey going to be? Oh, it's fine. All right. Meanwhile, I've got also Lena with me, who I've got a picture of biting my fucking finger. She nearly took it off. We were very drunk. Get back there, pass out. I've got work in the morning. Leave 3 Canadians stranded in Bexley. Have no fucking clue how to get back. They had to try and work out where the fuck they were in England. Get back to a train station. Get from there to London to Download Festival, I think it was.
Wow.
That morning.
Gutted.
Hungover as fuck.
Fully gutted. Oh, talking about public transport disasters, it wasn't so much a disaster on behalf of the transport itself, but it was a disaster for Mwenchi. Ev, would you care to tell the kind folks at home about taking me back from Paula and Danny's?
Oh, dear me.
no.
Oh, dear me, Taran, you were a special kind of drunk.
As intended.
No, Taran is a special kind of drunk.
Okay, so we went to our lovely friend Paula and Danny's house for their housewarming party, which is in Essex, somewhere in Essex.
Yeah.
It's about the knowledge that I got.
Just past Romford, I think it was.
Yeah.
For anyone that knows.
Yeah.
Which is technically in London. Sorry, guys. You're Londoners. Shut up.
And
Yeah, but it's still Essex.
we were at the party, and on the way there, Taz was telling me that, he's got work the next morning, lunchtime. So we're only going to go, and we're going to go for a little bit, and then we'll jump on the night bus to get back so that we can have a good night's sleep at home, and then he can then get to work, okay? Bearing in mind, as we're on the way there, he did tell me that he'd packed enough stuff to be able to stay the night at the party, to be able to still go to work.
Can I cut in just quickly, just to fill in the backstory a little bit? I was quite open about the fact that I knew I was only going to be there for a couple of hours. So in lieu of being able to do the full weekend party, I decided to drink plenty and just try and cram in as much as I could before leaving. Baby, go.
With a get-out clause.
But he had told me that he did really, really want us to go home and then make sure that he, had enough sleep and could get to work. And told me that he wanted to leave by 2:00. That was the deadline he told me. He wanted to leave by 2:00. We turned up at around 8:30, 9:00 or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. Bearing in mind, I'm having a lovely time chatting to my friend, not really drinking very much because I've got to go home. I'm going to have to organise how to get home. Bearing in mind, watching every now and then, seeing Taz at the party and then seeing how he is. He looks fine. Like, he's having a nice time. He's hanging out with friends. It's okay. And then it hits like 1:30 and I go to find him and he's in absolute state, like on the floor. In a horrendous state. Baby, come on, it's, we've got to go soon. You want to leave? Yeah. No, we've got to leave soon. Come on. Yeah, we will do. Okay. Right, where's your phone? Oh, I don't know. No, where's your phone? Oh, I don't know where it is. Is it in your pocket? No. Check your pocket. Is it in your pocket? No. Fine. I walk around the entire house trying to fucking find his phone. No, can't find it. Right, come here, having to fucking, like, grab him to try and check his pockets for him. Right, there's his phone. Right, well, where's your wallet? Oh, I don't know. Well, no, where is your wallet? Oh, I don't know. Right, okay, let's do this again. Run around the whole fucking place, and then again, find it on his person later on. And then,
Rule number 1, always check your pockets.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm then trying to then find his socks because he decided to throw his shoes and his socks off at some point. So I'm then running around trying to find his fucking socks. Managed to find a clean pair of socks that he'd packed because in the hope that in case he was staying the night. So I found his socks, then I found one shoe, couldn't find the other shoe for a while, then eventually found the other shoe. By this point, it's now like 2:15. Right, okay.
The best bit is when you were doing all of that, Darren was lying down with his eyes closed.
See, this is what happens when you make a concerted effort to go from drunk to intervention in about an hour.
So I eventually managed to get him out of the door, and we're walking along, and then we're like, okay, look, so it's a 15-minute walk to the bus stop, and our bus that's going to take us direct all the way home is going to be there in 19 minutes. So we've got a couple of minutes leeway. Let's get going. He then starts walking along. No, stops and then goes off and starts pissing on somebody's garden. Taz, come on, like, we've got to be quick. The longest piss I think I've ever heard anyone make before.
You have been laying down for a while. We built up.
Water settles, dear.
Yeah. We eventually get moving again, and then at this point, we get near to the bus stop, and then I notice that, we're never going to make this bus now. So I start looking on City Mapper to look at various other routes. Bearing in mind, my phone has died by this point, so I'm using his mobile phone, which I'm not massively amazing at using anyway, because it's not my phone, I'm not used to it. Trying to get this. I've had to download City Mapper, especially onto his phone, to make sure that we can get home.
This is how unlikely he was to leave the place. Moving on.
He was thankful in the morning. And then, so then I realised that we're not going to get that bus. Okay, alternative route. Okay, there's another route. If we walk to Romford and then get a bus, and then we have to get a bus to Dartford Tunnel, and then we'll change to a different bus.
Romford. Okay.
Okay, cool. That's fine. So we've got it's like a 15-minute walk. We've already walked for 10 minutes. It's a 15-minute walk to walk there. That's fine. We'll do that. We're walking along. Every now and then, Taz will just stop, sit on somebody's brick fence and go, nope. Taz, what are you doing? Nope. No, Taz, what are you doing? Nope. Taz, seriously, we need to go get a bus. Why are you sitting there? Nope. Are you going to give me any other answer than nope? Nope. Come on, Taz. We need to go.
Toddler drunk.
No. Fine, I'm walking away. And then every time as I start walking away, he'd then start following me. He then started saying, I can't remember. Do you remember what I was saying?
Oh, was this the person at the bus stop?
No, before then, on the way.
I don't remember.
No, I know, but I was wondering if you remembered from me telling you in the morning.
No.
I can't remember exactly what he said, but he did make me cry on the walk.
Oh, fuck.
I told everybody. I can't remember.
I'm sorry to laugh, but yeah.
Was it saying that you've got to sort this? Or something
I don't know what it was.
No,
Was it
I'm sure it'll come to you as
if you're toddler drunk, she's shaky British nanny angry.
But anyway, so we eventually get to the bus stop. There is a bus there at the bus stop. I try and run for it. Taz is not really having any of the fact that we're having to run, so we then miss that bus. We go stand at the bus stop, and there is a guy standing at the bus stop, obviously waiting, and then he just there going.
It was smelly first, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. See that guy there? He's smelly. Taz, stop it. Be quiet. Like, you're being really loud. See that guy? He's smelly guy over there. Taz, stop it. Like, what are you doing? He's like smashing against the back of the blinds from a shop, and I'm like, Taz, you're gonna fucking break these. Bearing in mind, there's loads of really chavvy people that are all drunk all the way around, all everywhere. We're in Essex. There's all these guys that are all there like, oh yeah, all really drunk, and I'm a bit like scared because I'm in the middle of this. God knows they're seeing that the guy I'm with is not going to be any help to me. Slightly concerned if someone's going to try and come up to us. Bearing in mind, I don't have any frickin' Rizzler, so I can't have a cigarette to help me get through the stress that is Taran drunk.
Nice save.
Right. At that point, I think you need opiates. Go on.
We get on the bus, we sit at the back of the bus. The guy that he was saying was really smelly. I'm sure it was the same guy, but I was trying not to give this guy eye contact. Gets on the back of the bus, and then he's just there going, see that guy there? That guy? Bad man. Bad man. That guy? Bad man. At this point, he's turning and now looking at us. Taz, stop it. Stop it. Please, stop it. Bad man. Bad man. Okay, fine, whatever. There's these two other
They must
guys.
have thought she was your carer.
No.
Yeah.
I can only assume. And they'll probably look at you going, what are you doing, letting your charge get that drunk?
Also, give him a shave.
And then there's these two guys on the bus, and one of them's getting ready to get off, and his mate's just like, oh yeah, get off the bus, mate. Ha ha ha. And Taz just goes, yeah, man, get off the fucking bus. Get off the bus. By this point, that guy turns around and looks at us, and I'm like, I'm really sorry. Taz, stop it. And then every now and then, Taz would just get up and be like, we're getting off the bus. No, we're not, Taz. Sit back down. No, we're getting off the bus. This is our bus stop. No, it's not. Showing him on the phone. See this? This is where we are. We've got 7 more bus stops to go till we need to get off. And just kept trying to get off the bus. Eventually, the bus stop comes that we need to get off at. We get off of it. We're at Blackwell Tunnel by the big massive roundabout where everyone's coming in and out of the tunnel.
You're so far away from home still. This is brilliant. Go on.
And the next bus is in half an hour. Right. Taz has got a couple of beers in his bag. I need to go to the toilet by this point, but I really need another fucking beer. So I swallow the fact that I need to go to the toilet. Just fucking deal with it and drink this beer and constantly look around me if there's anywhere possible that isn't underneath car lights or road lights that I might be able to go to the toilet. There was not. We're then sitting around, and then Taz just starts turning to me and goes, I'm sick of all this bullshit. There's too much bullshit here. This is just ridiculous. I want to go over there and put all of this bullshit over there. He's pointing across a dual lane roundabout. On the other side, there are lorries and vans going down these roads.
It's going into Blackwall Tunnel.
Yeah.
That's a busy fucking round.
Yeah. It may be 3 a.m, but there are lots of big cars around. And he was trying to cross the road, not even looking, just going to cross the road. I'm grabbing hold of him and his bag at the back. What are you doing? We need to go put the bullshit over there. Cars, what are you doing? No, we need to go put the bullshit over there. Taz, the bus is in 2 minutes. We're not going anywhere. We're getting this fucking bus.
Could you imagine if that had been it? If I tried to make the crossing, I'd been hit and I died.
Motherfucker, I would have let you.
Could you imagine my headstone? Here lies Taran Wilmore. Born 87, died 2016. He tried to put the bullshit over there.
The summary of your life.
Continue.
So then we then get off the bus, which takes us to Island Gardens, which is on the other side of Greenwich.
You're still not anywhere near home.
Yeah. So we get off the bus. I'm then now following the map to try and get us to, because I'm not entirely sure. I've never been to Island Gardens before. I'm not entirely sure how we get home. Kind of going around. I'm looking at the map going, well, it says that we need to cross the river somewhere. I can't really see a bridge or an entrance to a bridge. And then I clock the big dome thing, which there's one of those in Greenwich. And I was like, fuck, this must be the tunnel thing that I've never been in before.
O2 Arena.
No.
The Millennium Dome. Okay.
No.
They're near the Cutty Sark.
The Cutty Sark domes.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
But yes, still not that close to home.
No, not at all.
So I'm like, oh shit, yeah, that's where we need to go. Okay, cool, got it. We both go off because there's a park there. So we both go off to go have a piss. I am finally relieved of this piss I've been holding in for fucking 2 hours. Still no Rizzler to be able to have a cigarette though. And haven't seen anybody to ask. I asked people in Essex at the bus stop. Nobody had a Rizzler. We then walk underneath the big tunnel to get underneath the Thames to turn up at Greenwich. the entire time we're going down there are people on their, like, this point, there's starting to be people on their morning runs and commutes and in bikes and stuff. Taz is screaming, like, while walking along the tunnel. We get to the end and there's a lift and there's a guy waiting who's already cycled past us and looked at us strangely. He's waiting to hold the lift open for us to get on the lift so we don't have to wait for it to go up and then come back down again. We get on the lift, we get up, we get to Greenwich, and Taz turns around and goes, "Oh, we're in Greenwich. Oh, I know the way home then," and just started walking in entirely the wrong direction. Taz, no, where are you going? We don't live that way. Stop it. No, it's this way. It's not. No, it is this way. No, it's not. Come on, let's do this. I eventually managed to take him home and get him home and put him straight to bed, and then I go outside and have myself a very, very special, lovely cigarette.
Well done. No. Can I just pause that there for a round of applause for Heather?
To close the story off, when I woke up in the next day for work, because I had work, as already stated, I pulled myself together, got in the shower, got on. I wasn't feeling too bad. I wouldn't feel bad for most of the day, in fact, because even after the first show, which I got outside about 6 p.m, I was walking through London and realised I was still absolutely shit-faced.
Of course you fucking were.
So I avoided a hangover that day because I've just managed to rehydrate myself and eat well before the hangover could really kick in because I was that drunk.
Oh, at least you took care of you.
But the real addendum is had a shower, got myself together, had some breakfast, pulled my clothes on, put my hoodie on from last night, went walking to the train station, put my hands in my pocket to go, oh, what are my socks doing in here?
Yeah. Prologue. Prologue is a conversation that you and I had before you went to this party, which was like, oh no, I'm going to be coming home. I don't need to take stuff. And I went, take stuff with you. You're going to stay over. And he didn't. And Heather, I'm sorry. He should have stayed over.
No, when we woke up in the morning, he woke up and went, oh, we're in our house. Oh, this is lovely. Oh, this makes this a lot easier to get to work. So he was thankful.
The prologue discussion I had was basically like, you're going to get bladder-faced. Like, don't do it to yourself.
We've had a good laugh, but I was also, I was very sorry. I was laughing at the time, but I was more laughing at Heather's telling of the story. Because, yeah.
Yeah, dig yourself out that ditch, mate. Yeah.
Yes, I remain sorry-ish. I remain sorry for my homewards bound conduct.
I think, Aussie Dan, you've got your answer there. Public transport disaster equals Taran. Toddler drunk Taran.
Yeah, because apparently, if I'm not
TDT, if you will.
If I'm not shouting at strangers from Essex and surprisingly not getting punched in the face, I'm on the night bus home, blind drunk, talking to people about Final Fantasy IX. It could have. Yeah, that's one of the things I've done so many times before. At least 3 separate occasions.
Oh yeah, you haven't had the education.
I've been on the night bus.
Yeah.
No, because I've also played Final Fantasy VIII, and Final Fantasy IX is better. So shut up.
No. They were all orphans, and they all forgot.
Have we got anything to add to the topic? Because I mean, I think that's that. Yeah, I've not had a lot of disasters. No. So shall we?
I love the night bus.
I think mine have been all right, to be honest.
Past the hot pot to
Thank you, Aussie Dan, for that one.
And while
you fucking legend.
Thank you, Dan.
And while Heather searches for a topic, here we go. This just in. Our foreign correspondent managed to get hold of Rupert Murdoch to ask him after his part in the misinformation surrounding the Brexit campaign. He had this to say: "Stroof, mate, get off my bloody yard, you flaming galah." Thank you, Rupert Murdoch.
I forgot to put the effects on. Sorry, should I have put the flash shots?
Have you got an Australian effects?
Yeah, let's try it.
Okay. Oh, there we are. It's got an inbuilt effects processor. Ooh. And throw your bloody barbecue dingo at Uluru while you're at it. Hold a Monaro in a bin. Put another shrimp in the barbie.
God, it's like the
Australian effects.
Oh no, hang on. Never mind. Go on.
Okay, so this is not so much a topic for us to discuss, but a a task for us to do.
Oh, I'm
Shots!
feeling
It says H on the back, so I'm assuming it's Hal. And it is, everybody take a swig from the person on their left's drink. Smiley face. It says smiley face rather than the emoji smiley face.
Should we just assume
Should we
this?
assume this is everything that's not the whiskey that we're all drinking?
Yep, go for it.
Where's yours?
there. And so I've inherited some Scrumpy Jack.
I have some Heineken.
I've got the tail end of some Kronenberg. Oh, it's the bit you don't like, baby. Look how that's worked out.
the warm bit.
Do you know what? I better take all of it rather than just swig, eh? That'll help, won't it? Yeah.
And that's what I'm going to do too, D.
Fucking put that down.
And what have you got, D?
I have Tesco. No, I did give it to Shandy.
Yeah, you lost this bitch. Gin, gin.
Chin chin.
Nostravia.
Okay, that was 3 swigs, but
Yeah, Nostradamus.
I'll have none of that. Thank you very much. We left. Right.
Curva mais piadolo.
Ciao, baby.
Bergenabu.
Apologic beast.
I mean,
Okay, we just said some nasty things in Lithuanian.
No,
Or was
no.
it Russian?
Arschkumpis.
Ask compass. I am ham. Lithuanian lessons.
how
101.
are we doing for time, Tom?
We're at an hour. Next topic is from.
I don't know. You pulled it out the chest.
I know. I was about to say.
Why were you looking at me?
You looked at me, motherfucker. Don't look at me unless you want a response, motherfucker.
Next topic is
Piss off. It's from Dom. Thank you very much, Captain Sickbeard. All right, Dom.
Oh, hello.
And it is secret nuclear bunkers.
I've got one of those
It's
under the table.
what I call my
It's very
hemorrhoids.
moist. Oh, that's speed bumps.
Secret nuclear bunkers.
Are any of them secret anymore?
I'm not telling you.
It's I mean it's known that I think there's a reasonable amount of police stations, metropolitan police stations, that have bunkers, or at least did during the Cold War.
Is it where the kettle is?
If it's in
Why?
Britain, yes.
Because it's the only place in the police station where they actually pay attention.
Yeah, I mean I'd quite like it. What was that program I watched about some dude who bought a nuclear bunker and turned it into just the sickest house? American chap. Him and his hippie wife. They decided, well, this is a symbol of like a really horrible time. Let's turn it into something lovely with lots of wood and woven stuff and good vibes. So, good on them.
Absolutely.
Not entirely secret, I suppose, kind of defeating the object of the entire
Topic.
Yeah. So, secret nuclear bunkers. Well,
Shall we say what our secret nuclear bunker would contain?
Yeah, that's what I kind of thought.
yeah, because by the dint of being secret, I don't know that we can really say much about them.
No one's listening to this podcast.
Knowing nothing about
No one's
them.
listening, so it's pretty much secret. It's between us, just in this room with microphones.
I've
Cool.
got 5.
Yeah, we've got secret nuclear bunkers all over the place.
I would totally have in my secret nuclear bunker an ice rink, a comfy cot spot area, and a little garden.
But you don't like being cold.
But ice rinks are cool.
Yes,
They're cool,
they
but
are.
They're very cold.
They're-
That's going to be
Extremely
part of the problem
cool.
for you.
Yeah, but it's over
And
there.
also, do you
you
know how much a Zamboni costs? Because I sure as fuck doesn't. Don't.
I'm just thinking,
sure as
if I
fuck
had
doesn't.
all of the money in the world, what would I have in my secret bunker?
A Zamboni, apparently.
So, in a secret bunker, what?
Actually, now I want a Zamboni.
let's go over it. So we'll ignore food, water.
Why?
No, we'll take
Five,
those.
yes,
as,
we'll have Wi-Fi. Thank you.
We'll take those
point.
as implicit. Like those things will be in the bunker.
Okay.
So what other 5 items do you need to get through? I'm gonna say Steam
Sex.
Diamond,
Power.
Adam Buxton,
Is power in
Stephen
there?
Fry.
Is power? Have we got power in there? Is that one of the things that's just
Yeah,
automatically?
let's say it's 10 Cloverfield Lane. We've got power, we've got food, we got water.
And Wi-Fi?
There's nothing to connect to. It's a nuclear
The end
bunker.
of the world.
No, it's a little area, all dickhead.
Yeah, but the
If the world's ended though, and
No, it's not. The world hasn't ended.
Everywhere.
It's just a nuclear bunker.
Google hasn't got nuclear bunkers for their servers.
Okay, so
Pottopicpodcast.com will not be online at that point, so get your topics in now. Emails at pottopicpodcast.com.
So we got food, we got water, we got power, we've got basic amenities. I think
You can live down there for a very long time.
So what else
other
do we
things
need?
do you need?
Music.
the first is a 19 petabyte porn server.
Music.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, music. Yeah.
Games.
18 petabyte server of music.
Petabyte.
Whatever.
Board games.
Pizza bites.
Friends.
Friends, Friends is a good one.
Joseph
No,
Gordon-Levitt.
I've got number one on the list, crowbar, because that's where all adventures start. You grab the crowbar and then you get on.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
There we go.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
When all else fails, crowbar the motherfucker.
Unless he's Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
And then you just get on him.
You just get on him.
Yep.
So,
Ryan
that would
Reynolds.
be the start of an adventure. I imagine he is...
We'll have Kit Harington.
Oleg.
Oleg, yeah. We'll definitely have Oleg.
Good old
Right,
Lego.
Oleg. Listeners, listen back to an episode with Jason on. We talked about molesting him some.
A library. I'd have a library of...
Charles Stross.
Well, yeah, I mean, there'd be
Everything.
the collected works of all my favourite authors, plus a whole bunch of bullshit that I don't know, some modern classics, some other sci-fi. Do you know, I'll fucking throw in some American thrillers in there, just in case I don't feel like thinking.
Potentially
Hope you're listening, Stephen King.
the backlog of the MIT lecture notes. That'd be quite interesting.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, did you know that side
Derailer.
Yep. That they have released like lots of their lecture notes, like from
I
now.
did see this.
all
Yeah.
their courses, and you can just go onto the MIT website and go, oh well, here's all of our courses, and here's all the information. Have it.
Absolutely
Really?
brilliant.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, so people can just go, all right, thank you, and if you
Read
can,
at your
then-
leisure, yeah.
yeah, just kind of.
Oh, damn, MIT won't have philosophy lectures. Oh, no, they might have a certain type of philosophy lecture, talking about AI and sort of,
Have a look.
yeah, scientific responsibility.
I'm still
And
yet
ethics and
to
whatnot.
spend some time properly on it.
That sounds quite interesting. I might have to check it out, because it's one of the most annoying things I found about trying to dig deeper into philosophy is so much of it is hidden behind this university wall. If you don't have a uni number, you can't fucking get in there. Sorry?
Use readers.
No. We're not talking about literally a student union pass. We're talking...
Yeah, no, you've got to have
However,
your number with the university to gain access to their specific materials. But that sounds pretty cool.
But anyway, nuclear bunkers.
Approximately 1 ton of long-lasting, usable birth control.
Yeah, I was going to say prophylactics of some sort.
Yeah.
Oh, the gay on the table's flipping us off.
Not yet. I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty much there, yeah.
He won't flip us off until he's done.
Britain first, mate.
I vote for you to leave the nuclear bunker.
Dear fan, the Big Brother house.
Lots of naughty things.
Lots of naughty things.
What do you
Drugs.
mean?
What sort of naughty things, baby?
Cake.
Sit forward.
Cakes.
Sit
Cakes is
forward.
not naughty. But there needs to be cake.
That was implicit with the food, wasn't it?
Yes. No, lots of naughty things like drugs and lots of alcohol.
Ladies and gentlemen, Moenche.
I mean,
You're going to be stuck down there for like 30 years. You might as well
Oh,
enjoy
no,
it.
fair enough.
Yeah,
Yeah, you might as well
experiment.
develop a habit.
I'd like to try drugs at some point.
Yeah, so would I. I'd also like to really download some pirate software. I've not done that so far.
You better do it quickly before you get in the super secret nuclear bunker, because there'll be no internet when you get there.
Good point.
But we are
I'll do it
talking
tomorrow.
about we are talking about this bunker as if something bad has happened.
Yeah, because why else would you need a bunker other than
To prepare
for when
it,
something
you might
bad
just want to go down there, because the question didn't state that something
Yeah.
bad has happened. There's been no strike.
Or you've decided to make good on your statement of saying, I don't want to live on this planet anymore, so you live in it.
Oh, God, is this how
Instead-
we avoid the fucking fallout from the EU referendum?
Let's just all build a bunker and live there.
This is how you get
Sorted.
fucking mole people, mate.
This is how you get Charles Manson, the fucking commune, motherfucker. I think the main thing that we're missing here is companionship.
I said friends.
So I'm going to say you can take along one person. There's only enough room for 2 people.
Oh, God.
Diola.
I love the fact that you say Diola before the boyfriend that sat next to you.
Because I didn't want to be really soppy. I thought Taz first and then was like, it'd be funnier to say Diola.
Oh, thank you.
I don't mind him doing me up the bum, it'll be fine.
Do it with vag if you like.
Oh, he
Yeah,
loves
good.
you. He's doing up the vag.
And in your boobs. That'll do.
Yeah. He's up for experimenting.
He looks at enough Rihanna. He thinks he could probably entertain the notion.
Oh, God, I saw that look in his eyes there. It was like,
Oh, Rihanna. Okay, so...
Michelle Rodriguez, she would be amazing. Yeah, bring her on to me.
Okay.
You're gay, I'm gay, we got so much in common. Fuck!
Let's just throw Amelia Arsenic in there just because she's fucking Amelia Arsenic.
Yeah, I would.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, the
So, I mean, if we've only got space for one other person, one companion, and we've also got all this other shit, like servers and servers and servers of information and libraries and libraries and libraries of stuff, and kind of... But basically, like, if I'm going to be down there, it's going to be shit to do with the arts and science. If I've only got space for one other person, I'll just take the hit. I'll get rid of some of that and fit more people in.
No, I've got a better answer.
Yeah?
Who's going to make you think and bring up topics non-stop for you to talk about? Captain fucking Sickbeard. Dom, I'd take you in a nuclear bunker because you'd keep me talking for hours.
We'd also build all the tables and stuff.
Oh, he could make furniture and shit.
Handyman.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we could grow the underground
reap-
trees and reap the wood from... Oh, no, you can't make shit out of mushrooms.
Yeah,
Apart from good times.
we've been to Amsterdam.
And you're right, you can't make fuck all out of them. It's too confusing.
Even rolling a cigarette gets difficult.
Mate, maps, fuck off.
Standing upright, fuck off.
Do you know, I'll never forget the experience of trying to, again, years ago now, very first trip, very first attempt on hallucinogenics, and I've been awake already for 40 hours, and I tried to roll a cigarette, and just watching, everything's fine, lying out the Rizzler, putting the tobacco in, there's the filter, put it all together, I rolled it down, it's all the same size, I roll it back up, and it just disappears entirely, and I can't see anything until I roll back down again. And the whole thing keeps changing shape, and suddenly we're dealing with non-Euclidean physics, which, by the way, them's difficult physics. But it's alright, you persevere.
Have you ever tried to roll a fag in 4 dimensions?
But then somebody else says, oh, I would also like a cigarette. He's like, well, okay, I'm basically done here, so I'll pass this to and start rolling a cigarette for someone else.
Yeah.
And meanwhile,
Not to name
just
names.
dashes the cigarette on the floor.
You fucking dickhead.
You did it by accident, though.
I know.
I'm going to have to cut this whole fucking section
Nah,
out because
it's
of that
alright.
naming.
Nah, it's
I'll
alright.
bleep it.
No, it's
General Sir Anthony Cecil Hogmanay Melchick.
Oh, yeah, no.
we
well.
don't see him much anymore.
What a
but
wreckhead.
It's a fucking silly
Dirty
guy.
druggy. I don't like him.
So, to take what else? Do you know what? Just to be difficult, I might quite like a shed in my nuclear bunker.
And a mixer and some microphones.
Yeah, why the fuck not? I mean, this is already screaming into the void, but if we've got no outside contact whatsoever...
God, it's like that Mitchell and Webb sketch where they're in a nuclear bunker doing TV shows.
Oh, the game show.
Don't go outside.
Yeah. Well, what's the other thing? It's like, don't mention the event or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. All very good. All very good. Anyway, have we got anything more to say on nuclear bunkers?
Skin Diamond, Stephen Fry, Adam Buxton, Dinner Party. Next topic.
Word processor. Word processor is somewhere in there for me. Anyway, let's go. D, would you care to draw something from Le Hotspot? In the meantime, this just in. Oh, devastating news now, as dozens of empty promises have been trampled to death by a horde of backpedaling Brexit leaders in the country's most brutal stampede since Hillsborough.
Yeah, that's right. Just when you thought the rhetoric would not stop, it didn't.
Fuck you, that shit's funny.
D, you are staring intently at that topic. What the fuck is it?
I just don't think I understand it. Maybe I just missed something. So this topic is
from
Mystery.
Oh, it's from the hot pot, so whatever.
Why is a raven like a writing desk?
Is this not from
Alice in
Wonderland?
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like that could be an Eddie topic.
It is from Alice in Wonderland, and I don't think they ever give you the answer in Alice in Wonderland either.
So
I think that's probably the reason for the topic.
okay, got ya. Let's give it a shot then. Why is a raven like a writing desk?
Because it's clever.
Because it's black and I voted out.
Raven like a writing desk.
Because it's seen the death of a lot of shit.
Oh.
As a writer, like a lot of what you put down will not go forward. A lot of it will, but a lot of it won't. So I don't know.
Maybe because a plural of ravens is called an unkindness.
An unkindness of ravens.
An unkindness of ravens. And
unkindness of Leave voters. Go on. Sorry.
no, that's the future genocide of stop it. And what was I going with that? Oh yeah, ravens in plural, unkindness. Writing desk can be unkind when you stub your toe in them.
Sure. Depending on the year, it could be a lot of feathers.
Oh, quills you're talking about.
Yeah, I am.
Not
That's
from
right.
ravens. A raven quill would be quite short.
Oh, but it'd be fucking metal as fuck.
It would be metal as fuck.
Yeah.
At least like battle metal as fuck.
The black is black.
Writing with my raven.
No, literally just turn a raven.
It's like a child's program from Norway.
Writing with my raven! I love the idea of, was it play school, playground, whatever. Fuck, what does the name of that program? With the Y bird.
Playground? No?
Was it playground?
No. I know exactly what you mean.
I think it's play school.
Play school.
Yeah,
Y bird being a fucking raven. Today I'm going to teach you about spelling. It's all not worth it, it's going into the void.
Today we will spell decapitation.
Can you spell your doom? BREXT.
It's funny because it's true.
It's not funny because it's true.
I just like the idea, rather than using a raven's feather for a quill, just using the actual raven, turning upside down and using the beak.
Squeeze the raven. Why
is a raven like a writing desk? Because they both had a hand in Batman's parents' death?
Why?
Because they did. So have you not read the comics, dude? Fucking catch up.
Explain to me. Now,
Writing desk.
Quickly.
Well, yeah, okay, so the way the story goes is young Bruce Wayne is with his parents, Martha and Thomas. Is it Thomas Wayne?
I can't remember.
Yeah. So they leave the opera. And they go down an alleyway, and there is a raven on a writing desk, and between them, they're operating a handgun. And quoth the raven, "Give us your pearls, bitch." And they're all like, "Nah, son." And so the writing desk explodes, and there's just Bruce left. That's Batman. Wrapped right up, right there.
You know what? I do remember that, actually.
Yeah, I'm glad you read it too. That was the year...
Year -1.
Yeah, year -1, world, I don't know, fucking 2B or some bullshit. You know, like the pencil. Well, alright, at least I tried, dickhead.
Don't be angry at me. Be angry at the Brexit motherfuckers. Big fish, small fish, cardboard box. What are you miming at me, Heather?
Oh, okay, so a raven and a writing desk are the same.
They both got legs.
Also, they'll both be fucked up by prolonged exposure to orange.
Sorry?
They'll both be fucked up by prolonged exposure to orange.
I can get the desk. Why the raven?
Corvids are allergic. You know the whole thing about it's too orangey for crows. That's true because crows can't have vitamin C.
My words.
And ravens are of the corvid family. Also,
I didn't reason Ombongo had an educational message.
And also, I imagine
One for our British
if you just smashed a lot of oranges on a writing desk continually for some time, I imagine the acid would have something to say about the varnish.
Absolutely.
Well, there you are.
So there you are. How's that for a response?
I think that actually is it.
Why is a raven like a writing desk? They're both vitamin C intolerant.
Right, so citric acid be damned. let's have another topic from the community chest. What have we got, Taran?
All right, Dom.
Hello, Captain Sickbeard. All right, Dom, and all that shit.
Ah, interesting. On a I can already see where this is going to go. Dude, good question. On a pot topic podcast, heraldic shield, what would it look like, and what would the motto be?
Raven.
There'll be banana juice.
Yes, there would be banana juice. There would be tiki in there somewhere. There'd probably be the European flag.
Yeah.
What would the motto be? What would a Bosch kebab?
Share and tell a friend. In Latin.
Dude.
In Latin.
I either that or Commerdi.
Cheeky
Commerdi. I don't think we've explained that on the... Oh, no, I did very
No,
badly
you did.
whilst
And,
drunk.
yeah, no, it was one of those where
Go out
I
on
had
a
to
low.
be there.
Had to be there.
Yep. You took on the role of me for the duration of the story.
And playing the part of drunk dickhead instead of Taran, understudy Tom.
Cheeky Baphomet.
Yeah, okay, so there'd be a bottle of whiskey, for sure.
Yep.
Banana juice.
Cross microphones.
And...
Some skulls and some meth.
No,
Bullshit.
not cross microphones. Either side of the shield, there'd be rampant microphones.
Rampant?
Yeah,
Rampant microphones?
like rampant lions, right? Their forepaws are up
With
in the
claws?
air. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. Apparently, raven claws.
Yep. Well, they are like writing desks.
They are.
And what's the fourth
Foot
panel?
porn.
Fuck off.
Oh, and you know what? It'd have one of those bastard crosses through it. There's like one of the white crosses. I can't remember what they all mean now. But on heraldic shields, you'll occasionally see like a white cross or like a white line going through like diagonally or across or up and down. And they change colour depending on different stuff. I imagine one of those would apply somewhere along the line. For instance, one of them means bastard.
All right.
So something along. So banana
Would it just
juice.
be that cross then?
We've still got
Bastard?
the fourth panel, though.
Do we have to do 4 panels? You can do
Absolutely.
3.
No,
Yeah, you
four
can do
panels.
3.
4 panels.
What did we say?
So banana juice. When she's drawing out rampant microphones. The microphones go either side, and they've got raven claws.
Okay. Well,
What shape is the shield?
Shield shape.
Normal shield shape. And,
I was
and they
gonna-
got raven claws coming out of them.
Be one of those ones. Whoop.
Yeah, yeah.
As in teardrop or
Not teardrop.
or square shield.
One with the W across the top.
Kite rather kite. Oh
are they?
yeah, kite shield.
Is that a kite? It doesn't look like a kite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what they're called. They're you get square shields and kite shields and bucklers and circle shields.
Okay.
Don't question him. He's read a lot.
Microphone.
Do
Raven
you know what I did?
claws.
I played a shit ton of
Raven
Castle of the
claw.
Winds as a kid. So we got banana juice, we got whiskey. I mean, whiskey could pretty much just take up the whole bottom half. Let's be fair.
Whiskey can be one of those
Well, I've
mythical
drawn it at the
beasts
top,
at the bottom of the
so-
shield.
What else?
I don't know. Any other suggestions? Tiki. We can get some tiki in there.
The all-seeing kawaii eye.
Or how about this? We somehow engineer the whole shield to look kind of like a tiki,
yeah, and
but
have
made
everything
up
in it.
of the components.
Yeah,
so
then we'd be a
so we
tiki.
need 3. We need 2 at the top, and we need 1 in the middle that could be the mouth.
Oh, well, then we've already got it. Banana juice, whiskey, and microphones.
No, I like the idea of rampant microphones.
Rampant microphones around the tiki.
Okay, so what we got, D? Explain this drawing that Heather just made.
In all fairness, it's well good. Apart from the fact it looks like a giant tiki mask while going rawr. So there is definitely a shield. There is an odd-shaped pentagon in the top left with the banana.
With the banana.
That is
that
the
being
banana
banana
juice.
juice, yeah, absolutely.
Absolute banana juice, yeah.
Just to the right of that is a bottle that looks like Cavoisier.
It's not,
That's
it's
the
whiskey.
whiskey.
That'd be the whiskey, yeah. Oh, actually, so she's put in the bottom carry
And
on.
tiki being in the bottom.
Tiki should be in the top.
Well, no,
Alright.
because if we're gonna turn
Tiki catches all.
if we're gonna turn
Tiki is supportive.
if we're gonna
Tiki is final.
Oh, sorry, and vodka be with you.
and also
Tiki
with me.
talks over Taran.
Tiki. Usually talk over everyone else, don't worry about it. So if we're going to turn the shield into a tiki mask, we'd need maybe the banana juice on one side, the whiskey on the other, and then for the mouth would be a sound wave. Maybe of Kel's laugh.
No, this podcast, it would be
That's the
Cool. So there we go. And also, simultaneously, I think we've got the album art for the show. Good luck, Tom. Shall we go on to the next one?
Yeah, so look out, listeners. I will put it up on the album art. Done. So one from the hot pot. What we got put in?
This is from Darren.
Hello, Darren.
Oh, God.
What are some of your guilty pleasures?
We've done guilty pleasures before.
We have really badly, haven't we?
Yeah, quite early on. Although that was quite early on. Guilty pleasures are
So,
subject to change.
Let's just go for it.
I doubt Heather was on
Let's
it.
just go for it. So, I don't believe that guilty pleasures are an actual thing.
I don't think I'm guilty about them.
Exactly, that's my point. There's things you may be embarrassed about, ever so slightly, but it's not guilty because you find pleasure in it.
I don't know. The child sex tourism is kind of a weird one for me.
What?
I do feel a little guilty about that.
Shall we say things you
days.
find pleasurable that others might deem as being guilty pleasures?
Oh, pokey bum wanks.
Fair enough.
There is nothing to be ashamed about. That is fucking lovely.
No, not for rational people, D. No, not at all.
And not for sufferers of hemorrhoids. Let me just put it that way.
People have a lot of hate for anal sex amongst women. There's women
fuck
that
me.
Like,
This, I mean, it's demonstrated fantastically.
Carnal in this shit.
Yeah, well, fucking why not? It's one of, like, sex can be one of the biggest providers of shame. And what Heather just said was demonstrated perfectly in, was it issue 6 or 7? With the one we recorded at Hannah and Beth's.
God, that was one of my favourite episodes.
Angry Sheep and Asthmatic Pigeons,
Yes,
I think the episode is called.
Yeah, that one. Where anal sex comes up and suddenly there's this big clamming up from Beth and Kel. Because they didn't want to venture anything. And everyone else was also, they're very tentative about it. And I couldn't fucking understand why.
To be honest,
I fucking just ploughed in.
Yeah, you
like you should. After obviously testing the waters and making sure everything is okay.
can't just rush into those things.
No, you can't.
I'll be
you can, but you won't be thanked for it.
I'll be upfront.
At least not immediately.
Upfront and honest, I don't particularly enjoy anal sex.
No, but we've already had your story as to why. Because, I mean, if you're not prepared to enter into anal sex and just know that if you're not going to take certain steps, shit will happen, being faced with it can be a bit of a thing.
It's not even that. It's just I don't particularly like it up me.
Fair enough.
Yet I've obviously not had a good enough experience. However, experimented, wanted to try things, and of course tried things. Just never had a particularly pleasurable experience from it.
And one of them ended up with a set of shitty anal beads.
Yeah.
Actually, this...
I don't think that's a guilty pleasure. That's not a fucking guilty pleasure, though.
You were talking about pleasures that
you might be
we're
embarrassed.
okay with, but
you're not embarrassed about this shit.
No, we're not, but other people might be. It gets
Right,
difficult for them.
That's something that
to
quite
talk
a lot
about.
of people, when you mention it, that like women especially, that's something that a lot of women do tend to go and get really shut up
to be
about.
fair, that's a taboo. That's something that you shouldn't be fucking guilty
But it's
about.
not even that much of a taboo anymore.
One of our friends, I'm not going to mention the name because that's not fair, but she loved anal sex. That was a big thing where it was just like every time sex came up, it was just like...
I know the friend you're talking about.
Yeah.
And she wasn't happy about me.
Is
Narrows it
anybody
down.
happy about you?
No.
You?
No. There's a difference between happy and
tolerance.
guilty and a guilty pleasure.
Oh, are you my guilty pleasure?
I'll take it, mate. I'll take it.
Right, let's move away from sexy things. Let's move towards more...
And I can't really think of many. One that cropped up, another thing, potentially quite a taboo thing. Well, no, actually, I don't think it's a taboo thing. Being drunk in the morning.
I have no problem with that.
No, I don't. None of us do.
Which takes us back to Heather's previous story about getting me back from the
Oh no,
party.
I mean starting from sober.
Oh, yeah, fuck it. No, if that's the way the day's going, fuck it, whatever. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I completely agree. But I mean, I've had some people. Oh yeah, I've had a blah blah blah. Wake up and I've got my morning cider. And then I'm, what are you drinking in the morning? So of course I'm drinking in the morning. Oh, I want to.
Yeah, absolutely. And people will find ways of justifying it. Well, I suppose it's 4 o'clock somewhere. Well, I don't give a shit because I'm drunk now.
The sun's past the yard arm and the yard arm's gone to bed and I'm up.
Yeah,
Let's keep
absolutely.
The sun's somewhere. There's cider.
The sun's somewhere else. I'm drinking. Fuck off. And that's our friendship group.
I can't really carry on.
I was going to say, the first thing I thought of is something that kind of, it's not really a guilty pleasure, but it's kind of something that comes up at work quite a lot.
Is it
guilty?
Nickelback?
No.
It's Nickelback, isn't it? You should feel guilty about Nickelback.
Look at this graph. Sorry. Meme riddled podcast. Sorry.
At work, something that comes up quite a lot is a guilty crush. It's not so much a guilty pleasure, but it's something that always kind of come up. And that was what I kind of initially thought of. And my thing is always Michael McIntyre. I so shouldn't have a crush on him, but I find him so amazing.
No, I can see it.
I just love his little wobbly head with his hair going when he gets excited. And we have a friend who's totally bald, but sounds exactly like Michael McIntyre.
Oh, he can do a wonderful impression.
It's so amazing,
absolutely.
and every time he makes me melt a little bit. And it's totally a guilty pleasure because I shouldn't find Michael McIntyre sexy, but I do.
Oh, that's opened an interesting thing.
I've said before, I'd fuck the shit out of Justin Bieber.
Well, you would, just to put him in his fucking place.
And he's quite pretty. Dickhead. Quite pretty.
Did you see the video? Did you see the video?
Fucking falling down.
Off. Oh my god, it's such an expertly cut video because it starts off. He's just there in the middle of his thrust into the stage, thrust stage rather, kind of going into the audience. He's just there adjusting his trousers, kind of picking it up, putting it up above his hips and whatnot. And he kind of wanders forwards, just kind of talking inanely, whatever, every now and then to the audience, just kind of adjusting. Everyone goes, ah! And he's kind of walking forwards, and it's like, okay, he looks like he's about to get ready to do something, and he's still walking forwards, and then he reaches the end of the stage, and he's still walking forwards, and down he goes. Perfect.
Yeah, literally with that noise.
That noise.
It's fucking lovely.
That absolute noise.
And because it is
the thunk of his arm.
And the best thing is, it's the arm that he's holding the mic in. So he just goes,
yeah!
I'm still in the last of the whiskey.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think last time this came up, Guilty Pleasures, I went to Snow Patrol.
I
really?
Yeah,
What's your major malfunction?
Well, okay, so I'm going to have to rephrase or kind of readjust from calling them a guilty pleasure to just like a baffling pleasure. There's nothing really about Snow Patrol apart from their ability to just hammer on a theme in the same way that we get in Doom or Stone or whatnot. Other than that, there's nothing about them that I should find in any way appealing. But when it all comes together, I actually quite enjoy them.
I'll be honest, I'm not one to talk. Like, I've been on record many times on this podcast saying Atari Teenage Riot, one of my favourite bands of all time. They're fucking awful.
No, they're hilarious, mate.
It's not just hilarious. Like, I really enjoy their music. Like, I really.
Oh yeah, no, yes.
And
ever since you played me their track "Digital Hardcore," it suddenly it was kind of one of those gateway tracks where it brought the rest of the genre into focus.
Yeah,
but it's just
there is good digital hardcore, and then there's Atari Teenage Riot writing a track called Digital Hardcore, where they're not doing satire. They're not, but it's everything that's good and bad about digital hardcore in one track, and it's just like, this is incredible music.
It's a weird one because even though I've been brought up by parents,
may I add, sorry,
go for
the
it.
first thing after the EU referendum results came out, stuck on digital hardcore so fucking long. I had 4 hours long of nothing but Shizit, Cyanotic, and Atari Teenage Riot just blasting my eardrums like I'm fucking angry and I'm going to stupor in it. I'm going to enjoy every moment of anger that I've got against this fucking nation.
And conversely, I listened to the first quarter of the Final Fantasy IX original soundtrack because there's a lot of sneaky music in that tickled me.
Final
just
Fantasy is an RPG.
Is the only one that I need. Is the RPG for me.
Sorry, I completely interrupted you.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Even though I've been brought up by parents who were entirely brought up Catholic, you would think guilt would be somewhere in my makeup. But
it's the brilliant thing of being one generation removed.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, guilt doesn't really factor into it. So, shall we move on to the next thing, unless somebody has got something to say?
I can't think of anything.
Right, so this one's from the community chest. Guess who it is?
Captain Sickbeard!
Damn right, you're right, Dom. Topic is Netflix and chill, but dark, e.g. Salo.
The confusion on your face.
I think it may be Solo.
Oh.
So Netflix and chill, but dark.
I mean, there are a couple of good porn documentaries, or there were on YouTube, Netflix, but they're not wank worthy.
No, there are some lovely gay films on there. There's
yeah.
One called Boys that's super cute. It's a little coming of agey kind of lovely story. One that's really interesting. Not only because it's got two fucking horrendously pretty people, but it's a really cool story. Called Freefall. I think it's a German film, and it's two dudes working in the force in the police force, and one's obviously gay, one's not, got his wife about to have a baby, and the one that has a baby kind of obviously comes to the realization that is obviously not a realization, it's more of an acceptance of blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And it's not just a lovely, that worked out quite nicely. It's just kind of like, that went wrong. Fair enough. That's hard. Oh dear. But it's very well done.
See, the thing is, I never watched. I end up watching anything under the gay/lesbian film banner purely because I don't watch love stories, and I naturally assume.
Have you never watched another gay movie? That's not
a love story, but fucking hell.
There's a lot of loving goes into it.
Belgium jungle.
If you've never seen Graham Norton take a shit on a coffee table, you've never seen cinema.
I have seen it. However, the last true love story I watched, which happens, well, only because I was listening to a lot of Kevin Smith at the time, and he started raving about blue is the warmest colour.
I still haven't seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet. I need to watch it.
It is long, and it is lovely, and I think the reason I could take it, I mean, okay, the sex scenes are, fuck me, those actresses, wow.
Shall I just point out to listeners that don't know anything about this? This is
it's a French film about a lesbian love story-ish. I won't say too much more. But it's as love stories go. I mean, yes, okay. The sex scenes are, they're on the borderline of porn, and I was watching them and just thinking, I've got nothing but respect for these actresses. It's absolutely fantastic.
It's the first time you've watched two lesbians and thought, I've got respect for you.
No, he mispronounced it. What he meant was erection.
It's terrible. We're awful people.
No, I didn't. I didn't tell her Netflix to chill that. Go for it, Tom.
I've been squeezing my finger for so long, waiting for this film to come out. Heather, during the break, told me an amazing story of a policeman at Gay Pride, which is also happening today. We
fucking
didn't make
motherfuckers.
No. Let's just take a moment to say, Gay Pride in London, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
It was raining. I couldn't be asked to go.
I was supposed to go up, but I had a wank instead.
You did your part.
No, I was supposed to go up, but there was no point me going up because I know exactly what I'm like. If I was to go up, I would not have been here.
Yeah.
And let's just say we were about to have a fifth host, which was Greg, who is currently drunk at Pride.
Yeah.
Because he was like, what time's the recording? No. Oh, no, I'll definitely be there. Oh, no. I'm drunk at Pride.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And let me tell you, the gays know how to do it.
Fuck yeah, they do. Although, I will say London Pride is not as good as Brighton Pride.
Holy shit balls.
But
No, that was fun.
yeah. Anyway.
It's got to be said, I had a whole other load of bullshit ready to go if Greg turned up. Like, when it came to my Rupert Murdoch bit, I was just going to unleash. Anyway, sorry, carry on.
I was going to say, can Pudding tell the story about the lovely video that's gone up on YouTube recently?
Okay. So today, literally just before we started the podcast, me and Diola saw it. There is a lovely video of a load of policemen all in formation, and then one policeman breaking formation to go and see his boyfriend in the crowd and get down on one knee and propose. And it's very beautiful and lovely, and it's nice to see that there is actually still some loveliness going on. But while we were having our break between podcasts, we did then find an article on the internet of a second police officer who proposed to his police officer boyfriend.
Now that's some hot uniform sex.
Yeah.
Fucking get on my truncheon.
So yeah, there has been 2 policeman proposals during London Gay Pride. Yay!
And fucking proud.
Loveliness.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Hell proud.
Look, as much as I fucking hate the pigs, like, no. That's absolutely beautiful.
It is, and it is. It's very welcome because I mean, as I'm sure you listeners must have heard, well, not very happy, but it's really nice to kind of have that nice breath of fresh air, especially from somewhere where we fucking live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
from a few miles away to know that much love and loveliness is still going on over there.
also,
Lovely.
just the proudest thing that I found of it is just think back, like not even that long ago, how bad police officers and people in the fire brigade and stuff had such a shit time coming out of being gay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, it was
Yeah.
such a bad thing. And to now that we are now getting to the stage that police officers are publicly proposing in front of thousands of people.
And not even just that, the fact that they're proposing in front of thousands of people and every single one of them is cheering.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, that
absolutely.
just shows that, like, we are coming along. There may be this shit with Europe at the moment, but we are still coming along.
Us
and
as
people are getting
people aren't
together
regressing,
and,
we're still progressing and pushing it.
It kind of helps highlight one of these things I always find so entertainingly baffling. Is so compare England and America. America have a separation of church and state. England is still very much like our Queen is the head of our church. England is very much a Christian country. However, we're super secular. We've moved progressively so hard in the way of
Progress.
Well, yes, general progress. And then you look over at America, and you had the Orlando shootings, and a couple of days later, you had a minister at his church go, "Oh, they got what they deserved." Who, by the way, got fucking kicked out.
I would make the argument, and that's what the media's saying. Like, we're drip fed what's going over in America. We don't know. Like, I guarantee there are people in San Francisco doing this exact same podcast in the exact same place going, isn't it wonderful?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more like
I think we've moved a long way.
Yes.
Both us and the States.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
be more inclusive, more lovely towards
Yeah.
everyone. But
There have been moves to reclaim ground, because I can't help but feel sort of looking back in sort of historical accounts of antiquity and other cultures. In fact, the most perfect example being we've gone from Netflix and chill to gay rights. Deal with it.
It's a dark
One of the
Netflix
most
and
prominent
chill.
examples
I don't know.
is and I really wish I could remember the country. I believe it's one of the Western African countries where until a few decades ago, it was just accepted that some of the guys were gay, some of the women were gay, not a problem. We and America make big pushes of Christianity in there towards into that country, and suddenly everything homosexual is being stoned, being fucked, it's been pushed underground. It's just the worst. Alternative lifestyles live in fear, which kind of demonstrates to me that we're not progressing. We're just kind of claiming back what was lost at some point in relatively recent history.
anyway, Netflix and chill the dark side.
Lonesome Netflix and chill. I've never had a wait to Netflix.
Never had that. However, have had a night where me and Kimmy need to go and that's our housemate, need to go chill out, and we watch some anime, and it's Psychopaths, which is all about a a world where
I need to watch that. She's told me about
it's
that.
fucking good. A world where basically it's almost like Minority Report, where you're guilty before a crime sort of thing. So if you have the likelihood to be a criminal, you are put away and re-educated or re-acclimatized to the government's standard, to what is acceptable. And it's very dark, very brutal, very violent, and makes you question where the world is going.
Yeah, no, that does sound like something she did explain to me, and it sounds absolutely fantastic. You
And
just
that's
reminded
what
me.
we watch to relax. So
Yeah,
my
I know.
relationship with Kimmy is very dark.
Another
We all
thing
knew that
of,
beforehand anyway.
So actually, and Netflix and chill by myself, I really enjoy. I mean, most of the time, if I'm watching with one other person, hang on, no, let me rephrase that. Quite a lot of time, if I'm watching Netflix by myself,
Yeah.
it's more of a case of I want to watch something that I really want to watch. If
Yeah.
I'm watching it with other people, it's more of a social event, which is more...
need to entertain.
Which is more interruption. Because there's two people that might need the toilet, might need this. Let's have a talk,
Yeah.
let's do
Yeah,
that, blah, blah,
yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
absolutely, yeah.
If I really want to watch something, I tend not to suggest it when I'm with people, because I want to watch it.
Why it took me 2 hours to watch one episode of Preacher yesterday.
Sorry.
No, it wasn't. It was because I wanted to be fully invested in this show, which is absolute violence and dark humor and the worst of humanity in one episode, and just like, I can't hear it. I'm going to pause and just walk away.
You've got such a different approach than I. But my approach has always been, if someone is talking to me while I'm watching something, well, I decided I want to watch this first, so I'm going to go away and watch this.
My reaction to it was, I'm going to put on closed captions so I can read what's going on. And Amazon Prime, fuck your fucking app on Wii U,
do you
doesn't
know what?
work. And I ended up pausing it, but...
Sorry, it's just occurred to me, I've completely lied. I have definitely done the dark side of Netflix and chill. I must have lost at least 3 stone watching To Make a Murderer.
I still need to watch that.
Oh, that injustice, man! That injustice.
I
It cost me at least £20 in Kleenex.
I'm going to say the absolute... That's one filmmaker's vision of what the truth was.
Oh yeah. To be completely honest, I haven't actually watched it at all. I was just making a joke. But seriously, injustice
it's
is
very
hot.
subjective. that show.
Whenever I watch Netflix on my own, I always go straight to the kids side of the Netflix and watch kids films, because Taz isn't there, so I can watch as many really, really shit kids films and like things that like haven't even managed to make it towards Disney, and that's what I do on my own. So sorry, there's no dark side.
One thing, Tom, after you talking about, is it Psychopaths?
Psychopaths, yeah.
Psychopaths, sorry, yeah. Is Attack on Titan.
I
Attack
still
on
need to
Titan's brilliant.
finish that.
I fucking love
I
Attack
watched
on
by
Titan.
myself. That's one of the ones that I purposely watched by myself because shit the fucking bed, it's incredible.
It's so
Did you wank?
It's so good.
Listeners, he's putting a coy expression.
I didn't wank, it's too brutal for me to wank. To
It's
He said
brilliant.
while using a pogo
So
stick.
good. Although I didn't watch that on Netflix.
Oh, Jesus fucking...
I watched it a while ago.
When's more coming out?
It's probably not.
No, it is.
Is it really?
Are you kidding me? It's got a live action film, a video game. Like,
Yeah,
Why wouldn't
they're-
it be coming
they're-
out?
The creator is doing literally everything he can to not continue the story. Oh, we'll do a live action film of the original, and then we'll do the prequel. Yeah.
the story needs to be carried on because it doesn't leave.
I have to know, Taran.
Doesn't leave it a nice
I have
finishing
to.
point. Yeah, Attack on Titan's fucking incredible. It's not dark Netflix watch, so Netflix and chill dark.
That's the theme tune. I don't know Japanese.
There's a fantastic there's a fantastic documentary on Netflix about drug policy.
Oh, is this something says?
No,
Charlie
it's
Says.
not. I
Charlie
can't-
says.
No,
No,
but it was entertaining.
no.
That was quite cool.
I haven't seen that one.
We did. We watched an episode at Kel's house when she did, what's it called? In Peru, the...
Sloths?
She did the sloths in Peru.
No, that
It was Cal in Peru
That was
with the
Costa
sloths.
Rica.
the what's it called? The drug that it's
Ayahuasca.
We
Oh,
watched an
okay.
episode of her doing that.
Yeah,
Oh,
Charlie
yes,
says
yeah.
they're very.
Chelsea says.
There we go. Chelsea says. No, they are pretty cool. They're very one-sided. They're not really not a discourse or a debate. They're just very much one person's viewpoint on something.
Yeah.
But they're very, very cool.
No, but there is, or at least was, this fantastic film on global drug policy that, it's just, it brings the numbers and it kind of reveals how laughable. Because the thing about drug policy is, guess what, guys? And as you didn't realise, it's prohibition. And as we've learned so many times before, prohibition doesn't make it better, it just makes the problem worse.
Ladies and gentlemen, please go out and look up a podcast called Stop and Search. It's on the Distraction Pieces network, and it's by the Leap charity, I guess. Well, whatever, Leap board.
Which is the...
fuck it, no, I've got to look it up.
Law Enforcers Against
Prohibition.
Yeah.
There we go. So it's a podcast basically with lawyers, policemen, doctors, researchers talking about the prohibition on drugs and saying basically a war on drugs is the wrong way of doing it. The damage that the war on drugs is doing to our community is a lot worse than what drugs are doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, absolutely.
Please go out and listen to it. We can't talk about it because we're dickheads. Go listen to that.
Oh,
Sorry, Heather, what did you say?
They got
Sorry?
educated
Pardon?
people.
Heather, what's that? Oh, yeah, okay. Thanks.
Yeah, I'll pass the bong.
So, Tom, have we got enough for one more? Enough time for one more?
Yeah.
Go for it. There you go.
We didn't answer that topic at all, but
No, we haven't. I mean, I tell you what. Quick, brief one. Very minor spike in sex drive recently in watching through both Buffy and How I Met Your Mother because fuck it, Alison Hannigan. Ugh! Very good.
she had her time and place, and no.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Well, we'll see what happens.
She's no Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yeah, but then it turns out Sarah Michelle Gellar's no Sarah Michelle Gellar.
No,
she's
apparently
completely
not.
fallen by the
Apparently
wayside.
not.
I've done
I've
fucking
probably
wonderful,
still got that FHM where she's like topless in it.
fucking wonderful debate recently about who should play Jen in the She-Hulk Netflix series, and Eliza Dushku came up.
No, I don't see that actually.
No, do you know what? When reading the Brian Michael Bendis run on Spider-Woman, I was reading it.
No, that's a character.
Yeah, I was looking and going, that's Eliza Dushku.
Dushku.
And so someone else sort of turned around to me and said, yeah, but like she's like 6 foot. Eliza Dushku is teeny. But she'll play the character
It's the
Yeah.
personality.
so well.
It's the personality, yeah.
They made Hagrid a lot taller than the actor actually is.
Yeah, true.
Fine.
What we got from the hot pot, bitch.
This one is from Tom.
Oh, shit.
Done.
Shots! No, I'm joking. Tom will purchase a game dev tool or license. RPG Maker, I can't read that one, something for.
Give us it here. Do you want me to read it out?
Crytek or Unity. I understand Unreal 4. Obviously. Unreal
I'll
4,
purchase
Crytek.
a game development platform.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's make a game. Full stop. I want storyboarding and brainstorming now. Give me a game story now.
Give me a game story now.
Okay, so
See, now, I'd like to play this game, but the game that springs to mind is the one that I'm doing with Guy. So I can't do that one.
What's that? Go on, explain.
No,
no,
no.
No, go
He's
on.
just said he doesn't want it.
He doesn't want to put the idea out. So okay, so how about this, right? Online competitive
P2P video game. Come
Online
on.
competitive
Wanking.
assassination.
Sorry?
Online competitive
Wanking.
assassination.
Sorry?
Okay, assassination like Hitman.
No, not like Hitman. We're talking about
There is one target, there is 7 people online, and you've all got to be the first one to
and
kill the target.
there are a multitude of characters who can do it in different ways, and you've got to play off against the fact that you need to remain hidden for as long as possible. You can't stir the public, you can't attract the police.
That sounds-
Because the second you've been recognised somewhere, all the other assassins who've got a feed on the police feed or on whatever feeds, they'll be able to figure out where you are, take you out, and move on. So, for instance, maybe you got a demolitionist, maybe you got a sniper, maybe you've got an extreme sports parkour dude who will get up close and just fucking shank a motherfucker in the neck. Maybe you've got a femme fatale. Yeah,
Dude,
maybe
what you're
you got.
describing sounds exactly like Assassin's Creed multiplayer.
Yeah, actually, to be fair.
Fair enough.
But yours is more modern and more complex. But you do have the different characters that have the different things, and you do have
we're talking each playable character will have a very specific, different skill set. Very specific. The real trick of the game would be creating environments wherein it'd be very easy for a player to trip themselves up and reveal themselves, but also allow the environment to enable, each player's specific abilities. Which I think would be quite interesting, because it'd be quite nice if you're like doing a hardcore character who does like extreme sports, and you've got this idea, you know where this character, the assassination target is going to be at this time, and you're going to come in, you're going to do a fucking wingsuit, drop in and fucking slash a motherfucker, and as you're at the top of a building, you see the building the target's coming from explode.
Okay, so from our host, what are the special abilities? So Alex has obviously got a chainsaw, because he's a tree surgeon motherfucker. Oh, sorry, arboreologist. Who slays parakeets left and
right and centre, mate, yeah.
Diola, I think, will be an overwhelming urge to just give up and listen to death metal.
No, I'd be throwing chemicals at people.
Well, that would be my superpower, to give
cannons.
No, to make people give up and just listen to doom metal or death metal.
Asbestos little ninja sticks.
I don't know what it would be. I don't think I'm sneaky enough to be kind of... Whatever it'd be loud.
A nuclear explosion.
Do you know, something I've noticed is people very rarely look at me.
You're a stealth character. You're a stealth character. Okay.
Like, not active stealth. I've got passive stealth down. So it's all about being able to maintain the facade until I can get right up in it.
Your passive stealth is like 15.
Because, as I've said before, I could have fucking drop-kicked Bono. I could have done it. I was within distance, and I didn't take the shot because I was working for a respectable company, and it would have fucked everything.
I wonder if mine would be just more I'd get away with it because it would look like an accident. Do you think I could laugh someone to death?
Absolutely, D. You're hysterical.
LOL.
Taz's special ability would be that he'll just have a little notepad with him and he'll write things down, and then he'll write down
would
like
be
the death
from
note.
Death Note.
Yeah, just write down people's death and be really, really outlandish and well written in their deaths.
Well,
I'm actually going to hit somebody over the head with a sewing machine. I don't know.
Yeah, unfortunately.
What have I got?
Unfortunately, it took me, it must have taken me 3 hours to write and edit the opening piece to this issue. So it takes me a while to get things done. Whereas
you get the job done.
What I'm trying to do you've already made their clothes and laced it with C4, dear.
Beth will nice people to death.
Oh my gosh, she would.
Sorry, bang. Sorry, slap. And the, sorry, let's go with Hal. Hal would bore people to death. Alex would racist people to death.
No, he's already on Leatherface. He's
got the chainsaw. He's got the chainsaw.
He would be Leatherface.
Like he'd see, like a cartoon where. Like a cartoon where a hungry character would see someone as a piece of ham, he would see everyone as a parakeet and just slaughter them with a chainsaw.
Andy would just be constantly carrying a boombox and then would just make everyone rave till they died.
Yeah, he would be sleep deprivation until you go mad and die.
Either that, or he's figured everything out like decades in advance and has built critical flaws in the foundations to collapse shit on people.
Oh my god, so he would actually engineer people to death.
He would be the evil genius, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
And he would absolutely be the evil genius.
Well, the thing is, he'd be the evil genius that would be nice and quiet in the sidelines. If I was an evil genius, as a mad scientist kind of person, I'd be the loud motherfucker living in the underneath of a volcano, shouting at everyone.
Dr. Evil style.
Tom would throw bottles with flames in them. What are they called?
Molotov cocktails.
You'll be throwing those at people. Your constant stream.
Why?
Your little carrying, because you work in a pub, carrying a bar.
Oh, okay. I've got a lot of alcohol to my disposal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd prefer if you kind of had like a Molotov launcher, so kind of like a potato cannon. They'd kind of be like... Hang on.
Well, that was a good noise.
Okay, so that's our assassin game. How about maybe a Dynasty Warriors type of thing?
No.
You could take over. You could take any member of the Potterby crew. Say for instance, me. You wander out as me and you fight the Brexit masses with a sock full of deductive logic. I just fuck them right down to the ground.
Am I right in saying Dynasty Warriors is the one with no blood, where you've just got this massive weapon, you go, and just people just die and fall down?
No, let's take it to its logical conclusion. MMO.
No, what's the other one? Dota style, MOBAs.
Oh, we're getting some lame-based shit.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's your QW and ER powers? Oh, no, that's getting too deep. That's too much. That's too much.
Sorry, that's beyond even me.
How about a platformer where we stand on our platforms and argue them non-stop until the levers fuck off?
Well, no,
I've got an idea.
No.
This one's called Europe.
Sorry,
We've
D.
already won.
Sorry, D.
Lost.
It's a platformer wherein you start every level drinking a bottle of whiskey, and then the game you play is trying to figure out if the platform you think you see is actually there.
I've forgotten the question.
It's basically a PTP
Video game.
PTP video game.
What would we do as a first person shooter?
Well, first of all, we got to identify the protagonist. So it's someone who's trying to make their way through our world. Rikard.
Richie Rick.
Yeah. He wakes up and goes to his father. Oh no, you're late for school. Run off. The teacher there is a grand wizard and goes, it's dangerous to go alone. Take this, and hands him an iPod filled with our teachings.
So
at which point he's fucked.
And then it turns into like a cross between Silent Hill, Resident Evil, GTA.
No. If all he's armed with is an MP3 player filled with our podcasts, it's basically Virus Inc. It's a contagion game.
Oh, like fucking Plague Inc.
Yeah, Plague Inc. That's the one. Thank you.
Share and tell your friends about the podcast.
Oh, have you played Plague Inc. with the fucking awesome music?
No, I really should.
Dude,
I really should.
it's
I have played it, but
incredible.
mute, so I don't think I've ever heard
The music is wonderfully electric.
For those listeners out there, don't play video games. This is a game where you are a virus, contagion, bacteria, something like that can take over the populace of humanity and try and eradicate them before they find a cure.
Exactly, and
Yeah,
the way you do that is you advance it, and you have to be
you have to mutate.
You can be sneaky with it if you're depending on, because viruses have different properties to bacteria, different properties to parasites, yada yada.
Yeah.
And it's fucking lovely because you do feel
It's fucking lovely.
dude, I'm a fucking biologist by education.
Oh no, I understand the
It's
beauty
absolutely
in that
wonderful
game.
because you go through real symptoms and you go, ooh,
What can I
do
fuck
this,
over
how can I
humanity with?
How am I going to make my bacteria go over here? I know.
It's
aviation
basically
must do,
if you were playing God in a world where God doesn't exist and you're controlling a contagion of some sort.
Oh, what, like Rupert Murdoch on the media?
Oh, let's go down that. No.
Okay,
that's not-
so how about this, right? The true PTP game would be, Tom, what's that audio game where you put in
Audio surf.
Audio surf.
audio surf? Thank you. So it's basically audio surf. The idea is we need to hit the comedy. We need to hit the comedy, rather.
So there's one thing in
I'm-
20 minutes, 2 hours that you need to hit.
Unfortunately, the left and right buttons, every time you hit them, they change where they are on the gamepad. So you start off, like you try to hit the comedy, and you see it coming. He's like, oh, I need to go left, but like left doesn't hit it. So he's like, oh, okay, so try all the other buttons. And it turns out to be X, and then you need to go right. So you hit right on the left thumbstick. That's not happening. So you try L2. That's not it. Oh, it turns out it's select. So you
Would you have booby prizes on the wrong button? So say every 1 in 5 buttons would be like more drunk. At which point the buttons then change quicker.
Yeah,
or you have to press 2 at the same time.
and the more commodity you miss, the more listeners you get out of sympathy.
And every time you hit a political statement, you lose 10 listeners.
I think
or a nation.
I think perhaps that's probably the PTP game.
God.
And rather than Zero G's kind of ship that kind of goes through the track, it's just the face of Tiki drinking banana juice.
Did
And
you
whiskey.
ever play? Oh fuck,
Beniski.
Beniki. Did you ever play? Oh fuck, is it Streets of Rage?
Hell yeah.
Is that the one where you got the sword and you can get on the little dinosaur?
No.
Oh, what the fuck am I thinking of? It's like Streets of Rage. It really is.
Contra?
I don't know.
Is that a Contra game?
It's one of the ones where it's side-scrolling, like the Street Fighters, where you kind of
Yeah, like a brawler.
Yeah, and you move along. But in one of them, you've got your little sword, and you can kill the person on the thing, and you can get on the dinosaur and do that, and blah 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 blah.
Fuck knows, but go on.
It's
Yeah,
one
sorry,
very,
dude, I've
very,
got
very,
nothing.
very. No, that's all right. In part of it, it's very, very, very much like Streets of Rage, but this one is brought out by Domukan. You know, the big
Okay,
brown
yeah,
little
yeah,
Weetabix
yeah.
looking person.
Kawaii Illuminati style Domakan.
Yeah. So
Domakin.
that dude,
Domakan.
you start off, and someone does something to him, and it's this epic game that was made years ago that I played the other day again. And you go through a Streets of Rage kind of thing, of doing that, and your demo kind of just beating the shit out of people. And then the Powerpuff Girls are involved for some bit, and then you've got to beat the Powerpuff Girls. You've got to beat this dragon. You've got to go do this, and it just
My
mimics.
word, this is going off on a tangent. I think that's pretty much the pot topic game.
Exactly.
Okay, so maybe that's the Dynasty Warriors game. Each level is just like you pick a character, whatever. They got a big ass weapon, and you just fucking mow down horde upon horde of adorable little Japanese girls. And the bonus
what I'm saying.
And the bonus
That's what I'm
level,
saying, yeah.
the bonus level is you taking active part in a summit, explaining why that's actually comedy and not racism.
Pa 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 pa.
Pa. Yeah.
There we go. Right, should we wrap this shit up then? We've been here for 2 hours. It's about time, isn't it?
Yeah,
guess
absolutely.
so.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've just had some really bad news. On the streets of Kentish Town today,
For those who don't know where that is in central London.
yeah, North London, very much the
Central, sorry,
hubbub
London.
of multiculturalism, unitism
In this country.
The feeling of everyone is part of this great city that we call London. We've had people, 2 Polish girls on the streets of London in Kentish Town being screamed at by dickheads, basically saying, why don't you fucking go home? I'm very upset right now.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I knew this would happen. But
may
I
not-
didn't fucking think it would happen
you may not-
fucking quickly.
I'm not going to
This
put us up there.
fucking quickly.
I'm not going to put us up there as being ahead of the press or anything like that. But this fucking shit is happening now on our streets.
It's
I don't care. This fucking racist bullshit is happening on our fucking streets, and no one's going to fucking say it. So we're going to fucking say it here. Don't fucking care. Fuck this shit. I'm ready to take the streets and fucking fight this.
It's cold comfort to me alone, but last month I spent a good amount of time reading into English colonialist history. So my dip on the shame curve has been perhaps a little less severe than everyone else's. I've seen the shame of this country. Yeah, I've been reading and watching it plenty. So it's just disappointing. And
It's infuriating.
in
is what it
respect of
fucking
that,
is.
I shall be singing the funeral dirge. Well, actually, Diola, you know the funeral dirge. Cool. If you do the funeral dirge, myself and Heather, we will sing. It's the end of the chorus
REM.
of REM is the end of the world as we know it over the top.
Thank you for sticking with us, listeners. I'm sorry you've met us in a very dark period of our lives.
Yeah, and
But this touches us personally, and we're not going to fucking censor ourselves, so fuck off.
and just, apologies to the world. It's not on.
Apologies to the world.
Yeah.
And
D.
I'm very sorry to my fellow Europeans. Trust me when I say it's not all of us.
Oh, also, just so it's on record, I'm going to be making a point from now on. If there's a census or a form to fill out in which I'm asked to identify my nation, henceforth, I will tick other. It will be British - European - human.
Hell fucking yeah. Fucking European every fucking time.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit. I'm not going to publicise our own podcast over this. Fuck it. We can all sing It's the End of the Fucking World.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Dum dum da dum dum da dum da dum da dum. Dum dum.
The end of the world as we know it.
Da dum.
It's
The end of the world as we know it.
Da dum da dum.
The end of the world as we know it.
Da dum da dum.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
Boshi kebab banana juice. I don't care. We're not going to go anywhere with this. We are depressed as fuck.
Guys, any Europeans listening?
We're sorry. We tried our best.
We're sorry if you're in a country wherein there is a debate on continued partnership with, or membership rather, of the European Union. Fucking vote against.
Fight
because
it to all your
stay
fucking strength,
in.
please.
The opposite is dark.
Remain with a fucking national conglomerate. It makes sense.
Yep.
Learn from our mistake.
We may be in the early days, but we are seeing a lot of racism, a lot of xenophobia, and a lot of pain.
Not fucking on.
And
Britain-
the fact that my fucking girlfriend, my partner, the love of my life can't step out the door and feel safe anymore is a fucking dark place to be. And I'm practically at tears saying, please, just fight this racism.
Boshti kebab.
Boshti kebab. Pa 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 pa. Wait for the comedy, motherfuckers. All right, love you guys. Sorry if we were horribly political and horribly left wing or whatever
from
it is.
our
but
mistake.
We are in trauma right now, and we're suffering from it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. This was probably a really hard issue to listen to, and thank you for sticking with us. And if you have different political views from us, that's fair enough. I just hope that we will push forward towards a brighter future together. The music used in this episode was Meatball Parade by Kevin MacLeod of Compotech.com. It's licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0. Please see the MP3 comment tag or show notes on hottopicpodcast.com for more information. There we are then. I told you we got all upset. Thanks for enduring that, listeners. Hope all the whimsical bullshit in the middle of the show was enough to get you through. As I record this, it's 2 weeks later, so I feel like I'm just about ready to do the outro, so let's just do this. Alright, cue the music, Tom, whilst editing. Put something on. Spit out that fat beat. Yeah. DJ Tom, run the tune.
Stand back, watch the bomb drop.
Share and tell a friend, it's the only way we're going to get more listeners. The website is pottopicpodcast.com. Our Twitter is @PotTopicPodcast. Search Pot Topic Podcast on Facebook and Tumblr to find our shit. Our Instagram is @PotTopicPodcast and use the hashtag PotTopicPodcast to get on our community wall. Someone started a fucking chainsaw. Shut up! Emails @PotTopicPodcast is our email address. Send us an audio clip or text and we'll read it out on the air. Rate and review us on iTunes and Stitcher, 5 stars bitches. Like the video on YouTube if that's how you prefer to listen to it. And, new bit now, here we go. Come and join us on our Facebook group, just search Pot Topic Podcast Community and follow our Facebook page too while you're there. Thank you very much, ladies and gents. Again, good night.